Shout out to Coppish.
Shout out to Coppish, guys.
Keep all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Coppish.
What is going on, people? The things we do. I'm flipping, boiling up here. Matt's in a new location and he didn't realise when he was on his way there that he was going to a sauna. He thought he was going to his family's, but he's actually ended up at the sauna. What is going on, people? What is going on? Welcome to Cop-ish calling / rival watch. It's finished. Start with this. I like this. Anfield is the church. Matt Jiff and Cal the pastors. I like that. I'll take that. We're gonna do some preaching today.
Appreciate that. Listen, when I say the heat is mad, like.
And you know what? I just put a disclaimer out before we start because every single one of us, Cal will be joining us in 1 second. He's just on the phone doing a couple karate chops and jiu-jitsu holds on Virgin, trying to take liberties with his internet again. But yeah, if you hear any slight fan type noise in the background, apologies, and you have to bear with us. There's absolutely no way Matt will be able to film without his fan on. Like it just wouldn't happen. So I don't think you can because we sound tested, but hopefully if you can, it's bare minimum where you can deal with it. But Matt, what's going on, bro?
Bro, I'm blessed. As people can see, I'm in a different location, so I ain't got the mic and that. I went to see family, but when I say the room I'm filming in is a madness, brother, you know the tune about out in the streets, they call it instead of that, it's out in the room, they call it heat stroke, brother.
That's what I'm saying. If man never had the fan on, we'd just see you like this.
Man would be like, for real, be like, yo, Matt. Brother.
I want to know what's mad there. When I was in Malaga with the missus a couple of years back now, I actually got like a semi heat stroke. Like I kind of know what heat stroke kind of feels like. It's not good at all, bruv. It's not good at all.
I'm telling you, man.
But until we wait for Cal, let's get started. Obviously, we're going to start with Rival Watch for a little while before we bring the people in.
Indeed.
We might as well start with the biggest talking point of the week, which is that Man United are pretty much about to secure Sancho and Varane.
Sancho's kind of done, but no, you're right though. In terms of officially though, yeah.
And you know that I'm not being salty about this, and most of the viewers you watch on a weekly basis, so no, I'm not being salty about this when I say I think those two players are both overrated. That's not me saying they're not good players, but you know we've had conversations way before they were even linked with Man United where I said I just think those two players are a bit hype. Like some players are good, and then hype extends there. And I still feel like that. If they prove me wrong, then all good to it. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, I'm just more upset at the fact that a lot of our rivals are doing business while we're not. And they're rivals who are in and around us, meaning that we have to try and make sure that we don't let them either catch us or overtake us. Man United are in that category.
Indeed.
They're one of the things that we cannot let catch and overtake us.
Agreed. Agreed.
And as much as I think these two players are a little bit hyped, they're still very good players, and they definitely improved Man United without a shadow of a doubt. So how are you feeling right now, Matt? Because I know you're an actual big fan of both. That's what's actually weird about this, bro. So how are you feeling?
In all honesty, I'm frustrated. Not mad, frustrated, because Man United fans must have been hating us for how many years when they saw us slowly building our Avengers, right? So we got Mane, we got Salah, we got Wijnaldum, we got Van Dijk, we got Fabinho, we got Alisson. And every year they used to look at us and go, flipping hell, man. This is the 1 year where I would say, now I know how they feel. Because even when they bought Pogba and Lukaku and even Ibra, I still felt like that weren't enough for them to dominate or win major trophies. But they obviously won trophies under Mourinho, but it wasn't the Premier, it wasn't Champions League, innit? But you see with Sancho and Varane, in my opinion, bro, for me, it makes them title challengers. It does. Not necessarily they're going to win it, but they're going to cause issues. And I don't think they'll win the league, but I think they can easily take points off us. They always take points off us anyway at Old Trafford. They're just going to be a harder team to beat if they get Varane, because then you'll have Varane and Maguire. I think they actually complement each other, believe it or not. And Sancho just adds dimension to help Wan-Bissaka, who can't attack, bro. Because here's the thing. We know Wan-Bissaka can't attack, right? But now if all he's got to do is worry about defending on that right-hand side, and he's got Sancho rampaging up and down, more so up, so to speak, yeah, attacking-wise, that makes it better for Wan-Bissaka. And then they're going to have Rashford on the left-hand side once he has his surgery. They've still got Cavani, who, again, is still a big game player. The only thing I'd say is they haven't got that killer striker, because I don't think Martial's that guy. But it depends, though, bro. Martial could just turn up one season and score 25 goals. Like, you don't know what you're getting from Martial. He's had one good season, really. Yeah, he's capable, but he don't really do it. So I'll say this, yeah. Seeing everyone else shot and us only go to the shot once, yeah, is a little bit like, it's frustration, as I say. It's not angry, Duke. The reason why I'm not using angry is because the window's not done, and I still believe we're going to do some business. I know and the thing is, I touched on it the other day in the news, in the summer daily news show. Check that out as well, people. Yeah. Unless we, come out this window with just Konate, then I'm going to go crazy. But I think with this whole sell to buy thing, it's a case of offloading some players and then we'll make some moves. That's what I think, anyway.
All right. So,
what about you?
What? Which one? Man United or us?
Man United first.
I feel like it plugs holes in their team.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it improves them massively. The right wing was always a bit of an imbalance within their team, and they now have that balance. If with Sancho, Varane and Maguire is a good partnership if it works. I'm not sure. The thing is, let me ask you back just quickly. How do you feel about Varane and Maguire in terms of who would be the leader? Because I don't really feel like Maguire's a good leader for Man United, but he's a good leader for England, and that's weird. Because how can you be a good leader for your country, but you're not a good leader for your team? Do you get what and I don't know if you agree or if the people agree, but I've never seen him for Man United and felt like he's really leading this team. But when he's at England, he doesn't seem to do it. It's very strange. So he's clearly capable of it if he can do it for his country.
Yeah.
So, because that's how I feel about Varane. I feel like Varane is someone who needs a leader next to him.
100%.
I put him very much in the Joe Gomez.
He's a leader. No, tell her that he's a leader, but I just.
Do you think that I put him in the Joe Gomez mode where I say he's a good defender, a very good defender, but I feel like he's best when the person next to him is the one dictating what happens.
I'm cheating it. I don't think he's as bad as Joe Gomez in leadership, but I don't think he's as good as, say, like a Virgil, even a Bonucci or a Chiellini. I think he's in between. I think he's one of them in between ones, so he can be a leader, but that's what I'll say.
I mean, yeah, he's a better leader than Gomez. I'll say that because I've always said that's Gomez's only weakness, in my opinion, is that he's not very vocal and his leadership qualities obviously ain't there. But again, at a young age, I guess he's one of the babies of the group. Even at 23, 24, he's still one of the babies of the group. So I guess there's so much seniority around him. Maybe that's why he doesn't express himself as much in that way. I mean, I think only Trent is younger than him, right? In our first 11, if all of our main players are playing, only Trent is younger than Gomez, right? Yeah.
In our first 11.
In our main first 11, Trent will be the only one younger than him.
Trent is the only one, yeah.
He's one of the babies of the group.
Fingers crossed, though, that will slightly change. Because this season, I don't want to put too much pressure on him, but I think Harvey Elliott could potentially make some waves. And Curtis, them two.
Oh, well, Konate is obviously younger.
Oh, yeah, Konate as well. Yeah, because Konate is 21, isn't it?
21, 22, yeah. That's
Konate. 22, he's 22. Bro,
I'm not going to lie, he's a youth. That he's that young, bro.
He's a youth, bro.
Crazy.
He's a youth.
So moving on to Chelsea, they haven't got anybody over the line now, but this whole stop-start thing with Haaland, the 150, do you think Chelsea are going to pay the 150, bro? Because Dortmund have pretty much literally said, we will accept 75 million next year with his buyout and we'll be happy to keep him for a year unless you meet this. And they did it with Sancho, so we know they're not actually ramping. They did it with Sancho.
Yeah.
Man United, they told Man United, look, you think we're ramping? If you don't give us 110, you're not getting him. And they did it. They actually did. They weren't ramping and they took only, 75, 80 this year. They were like, we don't care. We got him for an extra year.
That's true.
So with Haaland, I believe them when they're like, you know what I mean? What do you think? Do you think Chelsea will want to get involved in the race to get him? Because when his price tag comes down to 70 next year,
everyone will be on it though. That's what I'm saying. So
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich,
because it's affordable. It becomes affordable, like to everybody. I think Chelsea will try and test them. I think they've made contact with Haaland, which is quite clear. I think Haaland has also made it clear that if a bid was to come in, I think he would go Chelsea, believe it or not. I think he would. Because I think the thing is with Haaland, and especially him having the agent of Mino Raiola, yeah, I still kind of feel like it don't matter if he was to go Chelsea in a sense of, and let's say he signs a 5-year deal at Chelsea. Haaland's the type of striker that won't stay at Chelsea for the rest of his career, you know. He'll still want to go Real Madrid. He'll still want to go Barca, wherever he wants to go. And having that type of agent, he will get you out. Bro, Haaland strikes me as the type of person that if he doesn't necessarily get the club that he definitively wanted to go to, and let's say he didn't say it, they'll probably put a release clause in his contract and next one. Like because you got Raiola. Raiola's that guy, bro. He will make things hard for the club and make it as easy as possible for the client, so the client's got that maneuverability. I do think Chelsea will try. From what I've been told, it's going to take 150 to get him, as you said. If they stump up the cash, I think Dortmund will be forced to sell. If they put 150 flat, whatever, no, I don't know. This year you get this amount, and I say if they say flat 150, I think Dortmund will sell, knowing that he's going to go for half that in the summer. But as I say that, Dortmund are also going to probably dig their heels in maybe for a little bit more because they know with Haaland, bro, they make Champions League. Without Haaland, they don't make Champions League. They just lost Jadon Sancho. So you take out Jadon Sancho and Haaland, if you're Borussia Dortmund, even for merchandising, advertising, you've taken out two of your big stars.
I was going to say, bro, even though
as I'm talking about it, it's making me think,
even though their bank balance will look healthy, bro, if they get 150 plus 75 to 80 for Sancho, bro, their bank balance will be looking healthy, bro. But that's like, as you said, we're talking about Titanic iceberg level holes left in the team.
Yeah.
Like, what would they do about that? Like, how do you think they even cope with that? To be honest,
to be fair, they probably can't. They'll probably have to panic buy. From what we're hearing as well, I think we said it the last time we were filming. They're really trying to get Donyell Malen from PSV as the replacement for Sancho. But then if you're Dortmund, how do you get the striker that's going to keep you in the Champions League? Like who is there do you get? And here's another problem they will have. Everyone will know that they got money. So
I was going to say,
you see Dortmund, they normally kind of able to shop and get decent prices, even when they sell big players. Because what they do is they tend to sell early in a window, right? And then they'll wait how many weeks, let things die down. They'll go and buy a few players that aren't big name players and act like they ain't got a lot of money when they still got peas. And that's when they'll go and make their purchases. Or they always go for these players that no one's really scouted and they just turn them into gems because they just do, bro. Look at Bellingham. I mean...
All right, bro, pause it on Bellingham. Big up Jamrock, as always, in the building. Plus another 40 mil to Raiola as well with agent fees, which means that this is going to cost Chelsea 190. If you look at it like that, bro, it's going to cost Chelsea 190. Like I say,
damn for that, bro.
Let's think about this, yeah. 190 million for Haaland. I rate Haaland. He ain't no 190 million.
No, he's not. Do you know what?
That is absolutely... There's only 3 players in the world that are worth that money. And that was peak Cristiano, peak Messi, peak Neymar. I don't think anyone else is worth 190, bro. I honestly don't. Not even Mbappe. I honestly don't even think 190 for Mbappe. Commercially, maybe, but 190, bro. You've got to be a certified G for about 4 or 5 years to value up. Haaland's only done it for 1.5/2. Like, you got to be at least 4 or 5 years deep to go for basically 200 million.
Aye.
Like, that is a lot of money, you know, bro.
Yeah, no, you might be right. You might be right. I know. No, them three you mentioned are 100%. Them three, like Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar, 100%, because they've got money in the bank in terms of like, look at what they've done in it as well. Like, and over the years, and even people that want to criticize Neymar, even if you just want to base it on his 3 to 4 years at Barca, he's done an absolute madness. Like, people sleep on what he done at Barca. They just think, nah, he was good, but because he played with Messi and Suarez, it made. Bro, go and watch Neymar again at Barcelona. It was so stupid. He was crazy, bro. Crazy.
But as you said, Bellingham, big up, Cal. What's going on, bro?
Geez, what's going on?
Apologies, guys. Apologies. You guys know what's
cool,
going on.
Yeah. We know. I'm wondering if you use just normal jiu-jitsu or Brazilian jiu-jitsu on the Virgin, man.
This would be JJ. BJJ. This was BJJ. Went straight for the triangle. Straight for the triangle.
Man's giving him a daft choke, then he flipped into it.
Trust me.
But Bellingham, there's been a few rumours. I'll go to Cal on this first because you just joined. There's been a few rumours that Liverpool have actually planted the seed. And we're actually going to go for Bellingham next summer.
All right, I'm going to ask you guys straight because you know I've had a rough day today.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be asking you straight. Which Callum do you want? Do you want realist Callum or do you want optimistic Callum beyond belief? Which one do you want?
I want realist Callum.
Realist Callum, yeah. All right.
I don't know. Go on.
Realist Callum, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
You said we planted a seed. Didn't we plant this same seed for Mbappe back in 2018?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, where's that tree, bro? Where's that tree?
Got dug up and moved to another location.
No, bro, it didn't get dug up. A fox came and peed on the seeds and then it become infertile. It ain't sprouting, is it? Yeah. Fox came and peed on the seeds as soon as we put it in there and said, no, that's it. It ain't happening.
No.
So you're telling me England's brightest spark is now going to move to Liverpool. Why? Because we planted a seed. What's the seed? What does the seed look like?
I'm trying to be. I don't know. 50, which doesn't normally exist. So you lot bear with me. There's a huge rumor that he's a Liverpool fan, straight out.
So it's Kevin.
But they all are.
Gerrard was his idol. That's another one.
Same with Dele Alli. Go on.
Yeah. No, he's right though. He's right.
You wanted this.
Right.
You wanted this.
No. It's true. Listen, fair play. And apparently, which this is what hurts my feelings, because of the whole with him being British and everything, apparently he is actually seen as the long-term replacement for Henderson as well. So if you couple those things into it and you think about the fact that next year he'll be 18, and even if we got to pay 50, 60, 70 mil for him, his value is actually worth way more based on his age. There's a possibility that this could be a player FSG would sanction a big move for, knowing his sell-on fee will be just as big and we ain't going to lose value on him. Do you know what I mean? That's the only thing.
How long has he got left on his contract, Drew?
How
long has he got left on his contract?
I believe he's got 3 years at the moment, so it'll be 2 years next year. Cool.
And you think he'll go for 50 to 60 mil?
I think maybe 70. It could go up to 70, yeah. But I don't think that it will be like the Sancho dumb 110, 120 kind of thing. I don't think it, because attacking midfielders just always come with a higher premium. They just do.
But Bellingham can do attacking 6 at a stretch, and he can do the 8, obviously. So he's a hybrid midfielder.
In case anybody's watching, let's play it down, bro. Let's play it down. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm being real in it. Like, I've accepted Haaland's, Mbappe's. These lot are not coming to Liverpool. Bellingham is starting to fall into that category. If Bellingham has another good season, oh, look at this, 2025. Hey!
Oh, so he's got 4 years left.
It is not happening. Hey! High value. No. It is not happening. Look.
Is that factual though? Because I really.
No, it is. I'm looking at it now. Transfer market. It says June 30th, 2025. And right now they value him right this second.
Yeah, what they value?
£49 million.
Yeah, that's the market value. That's not Dortmund's value.
Market.
Dortmund's value right now is about 80 mil. He has another good season. You're going to looking at 110. And I'm going to ask you guys.
Yeah, go on.
Who is selling in order for us to spend 110 on one player?
We'd have to do a Coutinho.
30 mil for Ox, 30 mil for Naby.
You're running out of players.
Hold on. Whoa. Just don't try it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So we're getting 30 for Naby now, yeah?
Are we selling these players this year or next year?
I think Naby goes in the deal and he goes to Dortmund. So you take 30 mil off the price tag and they get
Naby's only going to have 1 year left on his
He'll
contract.
have 1 year left, bro.
That's not besides he's a good player. We're talking about the quality.
Is he going to stay fit this season, Drift?
He'll be fit when we need to shot him.
I thought it was a balloon.
I'm trying to be optimistic here, bro.
I saw that pause for a second. That half a second pause.
Different.
No, different. I tell you, my foot was a balloon.
All right, so let's humor you here, Drift. Yeah, 30 mil for Naby. Where's the rest of the 80 mil coming from?
30 mil for Ox. 15 to 20 mil for Shaqiri.
Hold on, we're selling Shaqiri this summer though.
Yeah, we keep it in the reserve.
So what? We're not going to replace what we need this summer.
Oh no, we've got other money to do that from Grujic and a couple other people that we're getting rid of.
Said other money. Who do you think we are, Jay-Z, bro?
No.
Honestly, I don't believe we're gonna buy anyone this summer. You know, I don't believe we're gonna buy anyone.
I'm gonna be real with you, Drift. How on earth is Shaqiri's value going to go up from here?
No, I'm saying we sell him now, but we put it in the reserve. So we get 15, 20 mil from him now, and we put it in the savings.
Oh, in the back pay.
Yeah. We put it in the back pay bank. We put it over there.
Yeah.
All right,
we're gonna get 15 mil for Philip. Reluctantly, we are gonna sell him. I think we put that in the back pay bank as well. So then they've already got 30 to 35 mil in that bank. We're gonna get 10, 15 mil for Origi. So that's 45 to 50 in that bank already. And then next summer, you put the valuation of Shaqiri and Ox. But let's be realistic. 20 mil for each. That's 40. You put that onto the 50, and there you go. There's your 90, bro.
I said 110, Drift.
Oh, no, we're going to have to dip in the pockets a little bit. But we've made 90 from players, though. We've made 90 from players.
Whose pockets are we dipping in?
Dip it low. We ain't dipping in nothing, blood. Dipping in pockets. This is
money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love.
This is the part why I say
money in my pocket, but I just can't get no love. Ooh, yay.
This is why it's too hard to be optimistic, man. Fuck being optimistic, man. It's energy sapping, man. Jeez.
This is not even being optimistic. That is just being crazy, Drift. Shout out to 1975 Jamrock. Bellingham will not be sold for over 100 million euros. I'll be honest, I can see it happening. I would not be surprised. With how prices are going,
I still think over 100 mil would be a bit much, but he's a super talent. But I can't see that.
He's going to be 19 or 20, not in his peak, but playing great football. English tax. I'm not being funny. How much are we seeing other players being touted for? Tammy Abraham, for example. This is no disrespect to him. He's 45 million people are talking about for Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, it's long. Yeah, that's long. Do you know? Let me ask you that.
Jared Bowen, 35 mil. And again, we're going to speak about Jared Bowen. We can go through and name so many English players who have not got the ceiling that Bellingham have got, not got the hype that Bellingham have got, and not playing for a club who are masters of selling at premium prices.
I hear you.
It is no way we're going to be in with a shout.
Let me ask you like this, yeah? And again, this is probably going to have to be a video that I think we should do like separately, but do you think we have a serious issue with our scouting as of like in the last how many years? Because do you know what kind of worries me, yeah? All right, so obviously Dortmund were able to get Sancho, yeah, from a modest fee. They was able to get Bellingham for 20, yeah. They was able to get Haaland for around 20. Fofana went to Leicester for 36. When Leicester bought Maddison from, was it Norwich? I think it was like 25 or whatever it was, yeah? Do you think that, like, we don't do enough of that anymore? Because even though we've bought quality players, yeah, when it comes to that next big star, like that next big star that is young and you should have got him at that club before he goes to the middle club, I feel like we don't do enough of that anymore. Because you see Bellingham, yeah? Why didn't we go to Birmingham and give them 20 mil? Someone please explain that to me.
No, do you know, bro? He actually
wanted
wanted
to go.
Dortmund, you know?
Yeah,
No, but here's the thing. But if Liverpool say to you, yeah, and again, I'm not trying to say he didn't want to go there, yeah? I'm just saying, big Liverpool over Dortmund. If Liverpool say, we want you to be the next Steven Gerrard, what you're going to do for your first season, we're just going to aid you in. Don't worry. You're going to get your chance. Trent is an example. Like, Liverpool should be doing the whole...
Man United is hard for him, bro.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Why won't we... You know, when I'm talking about it, it's actually getting me mad here, because don't get me wrong, we bought quality players, yeah, but I'm struggling that why can't we get these wonder kids before they bust, and then we go... Then this
you know what?
I think...
But let me land, guys, quickly. No, but let me land, guys.
Go.
This is what we do as a club. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna go and get Jude Bellingham because we've got guys like, you know, we've got guys like Naby and Ox and Wijnaldum. He's more for the future. We'll just keep an eye on him. Yeah? We'll keep an eye on him. He goes to Dortmund. First season, man's having an outstanding season, and people are saying 50, 60 mil. Liverpool, oh, yeah, we ain't really got the funds to do that, you know. Yeah, it's out of our price range. I mean, we're going to keep an eye on him. This is what we do. We keep an eye on players. We like to keep an eye on them. But when they bust, we can't do nothing. Bro, it's the same story. If you look at it, it's actually rinse and repeat. How many times have we seen an article where it goes, yeah, Liverpool watched him extensively, but felt it wasn't the right time because we got to renew contracts for Virgil van Dijk, Alisson, Raya, and then here's the joke. Then when that player becomes really good, yeah, Liverpool just haven't got the cash to do that. Bro, why not get the brother from when he was at the first club? It don't make no sense, bro. And if people think, look, we can't do that, and people are going to say stockpiling, it's not even stockpiling. If you think the player is a wonder kid, yeah, you make space for that wonder kid. Like, instead of buying Oxlade-Chamberlain, you could have got Jude Bellingham from back in the day. I'm just giving you an example, by the way. Or Naby Keita. I'm just giving you examples. Like, I don't know how those deals would have worked out because he probably would have been too young, but you get what I'm trying to say. These wonder kids like Haaland, even Mbappe, like, why didn't we try to get them from before?
So we did try with Mbappe as well. Here's the thing, yeah, Matt. I get where you're coming from, but there's two sides to it. And I'm going to use Daka as an example. I'm not saying Daka's a wonder kid.
No, but no.
Hear me out. Let me land. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not saying Daka's a wonder kid.
24. Yeah,
No. But the reason I use Daka is Daka was seen as a good prospect. And none of us really wanted him because we wanted the ready-made article. Now, I'm not saying he's a wonder kid, and Jude Bellingham is seen as a wonder kid. But again, Jadon Sancho was a wonder kid. Jude Bellingham, wonder kid. Ousmane Dembele, wonder kid. Kylian Mbappe, wonder kid. Went to Monaco. The rest went to Dortmund. The reason they're going there, bro, is because they're guaranteed game time. They're guaranteed development. And they know Dortmund have a habit of being that stepstone club. So them coming to us, knowing that they could go to another team, get Champions League experience. Same with Haaland. Liverpool and Man United both were looking at Haaland, and Haaland was straight and was like, I want to play games. This is the problem. I don't think it's a problem with our scouting. There is no way our scouts would have watched us play against Red Bull Salzburg or RB Salzburg and thought, we don't need that Haaland guy. Nah, we'll skip him. But I guarantee you Klopp was like, who is that, brother? Who's that machine? And how can we get him? And ultimately, it was a case of, well, is he going to get guaranteed playing time over Firmino, Salah, and Mane? At the time, the answer would have been no.
But here's the issue. This is what annoys me about us, yeah, and even dare I say it, our fan base a little bit. We have in our minds of our starting 11, and whenever we get linked with a player, whether he's young, whether he's old, or just whether you think he's good enough, our first thing is, Nah, but you ain't getting in over Salah. Nah, you ain't getting in. But there's a thing called a squad. Because here's the joke.
I agree.
I just saw someone just said it. I might contradict myself about Doku, yeah? Fair enough, yeah. Jeremy Doku, like, from what I've seen of him, for me, and I'll say this, like, he, for me, looks like Adama Traore so far. So I'm not going to put him in that bracket of Wonder Kid. And
Yeah, I
yes,
wouldn't
we
say
know
so,
he
Wonder
can still, and yes, he can still develop. Don't get me wrong. And yes, you are right. If we were to sign him, I'd say he's not good enough. But here's the thing: these players that I specifically mentioned have been highly touted to the point where everybody on the globe knows at some point these players are going to be absolutely special. Liverpool should be doing all they can to try and get these players before they go to that middle club. And the reason why I say this, and even though it can't always happen, what you've got to remember is because we are literally sell to buy, we have to get them before they go to that middle club. If we was Chelsea, Man United, or Man City, then I'd say to everybody, do you know what? We're actually kind of right, you know? We're kind of calm because at the same time, we know we could just go and get them. If they're good, we'll go and get them. But because we're sell to buy under these owners, we have to be so careful with our finances. So that's why when I say, if you can get these wonder kids at their first clubs, try and get them. That's all I'm saying.
Can I ask you both a question, and then I'm going to read the super chats. If you guys got the choice of signing Bellingham this summer or signing, let's say, Goretzka, who are you guys choosing?
Bellingham.
To come in and replace Genie straight away?
I actually think Bellingham is already ready. I genuinely do. I don't even think
you know what?
He's already ready.
All right, I'm gonna sit on the fence and get a bag of spinners. I wouldn't mind. Reason being, Bellingham, I know, is going to. Bellingham is already serious. Yeah, he's going to be stupid. He's going to be stupid.
To be, but who right now is the better player?
But hear me out. Goretzka is, but we can negate that. If you've got a player that's young and he's already good, but he's not amazing yet, yeah, you can still get the player that's going to be amazing because what you have at the moment is good enough, yeah? If you're going to get Goretzka, it kind of puts you over the top. Getting Bellingham won't put you over the top at the start. But what it will do is, whether it's a year's time or 2 years' time, everyone's going to be going, bro, that's the biggest best buy Liverpool have done in years. They've practically got the new Steven Gerrard in there kind of thing.
I hear you, but sorry, really sorry, just last time I cut you. But that's the dilemma though, isn't it? And here's what it means being Liverpool as we are right now. Because back in Klopp's first 2 seasons, Bellingham, yeah. But right now, where we want dominance, where we want to be back at the top, you're asking yourself, do you go and take a punt? And I say this wisely. I say take a punt because Bellingham's quality. Yeah. But we don't know if he's going to settle straight away and be that player we need him to be. Whereas Goretzka has been there, done it, and seen it all. So the likelihood of him coming in and doing it straight away is a lot higher.
It's a win. Yeah, but do you know what though, Cal?
But that's what makes it difficult being us.
But no, what you're saying is true. But this is where when I say the whole sell to buy thing is really vital in what you're saying. Because we are sell to buy, we should have tried to again get Bellingham when he was at Birmingham, rather than going to Bayern Munich and trying to get a Goretzka. Bro, Goretzka, no matter when you try and get him, you're going to catch him in this little space of a window. And as you said, because his contract's about to run out, yeah? Bro, if you thought Goretzka was even sick again, why didn't you get him before he went Bayern Munich? I know we can't get him.
We tried. We tried hard. We tried hard, Matt.
You know what it is? I think this regime has just really made me feel a certain way because of you see Goretzka, and I'm seeing things like
hard.
But you see Goretzka now, got 1 year left. I'm seeing things like, Man United, they're looking at it. Like even Varane, 1 year left. Man United, are looking at it. Now I know we did that with Thiago. We can't be greedy, people. I understand that. You can't get every player. But what I'm saying is this though. There are certain wonder kids you could have tried to get from before, and you didn't. So.
But here's the thing where you can put both of what you're saying into the same bracket and you can merge it. And I don't want to give them credit because I don't like them. But look at Chelsea. Do you know what Chelsea do? Chelsea get him when he's young and then they loan him. And then
how many of those work out, bro?
And then they bring him back.
Not often, bro.
But people say I think it's so easy. It's not saying it's easy.
7 times when it's happened, like Courtois, where they even actually said to Atletico, you can have a 2-year loan. You go and develop him.
And how long did Courtois stay at Chelsea?
No, but that was because of the way Chelsea are. But he still came back a world-class goalkeeper and won them a Premier League.
All right, But Chelsea's a bad example to use there, in my opinion, my personal opinion, Drift. They had De Bruyne, Salah, Lukaku, but the list goes on.
The fact that they don't know what to do with them, Cal, is beside the point. What they do well, though, is they get him, as Matt said, when he's young, and then because they know he won't get any game time in their team, they loan him out, but they know if he busts the way he's meant to, he's their player. They were laughing when Courtois was pulling off them world-class performances for Atletico, because they were like, we're just going to get this guy for free. That he's coming back to us at the end of this.
See that one, I agree.
You know
I do get where you're coming from.
The Bellinghams of this world.
Right,
loan him back to Birmingham. Loan him back to Birmingham.
Loan him to Dortmund. Buy him from Birmingham and loan him to Dortmund for 2 years.
And again, I'm seeing people in the chat say, for example, like, Matt thinks it's easy. Matt, you're not making sense. No, I'm making sense, and I'm telling you this for free. I know it's not easy. What I want Liverpool to do is make more of an effort. This is what I'm saying, and the reason I'm saying that is because we are sell to buy. Like, people, let me put you like this: all the people there that thought Mbappe 2020 was actually a thing. How do you feel right now? Like, realistically, all the people that actually thought this was going to be a real thing, all the people that actually thought under the night there was going to be a real thing, even myself, yeah. How silly do we look? How silly do I look? How silly does Cal look? How silly does Drift?
No! Don't look at me. I don't look silly,
No.
bro.
But I'm just saying. No. But this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, though. You see, FSG.
Don't drag me in to get rushed as well, bro.
No. What I'm saying is this, though. FSG are the masters of spinning. I bet I can find an article back in 2018 that says in 2020 Liverpool are going to really, really spend because they're saving for a rainy day. Bro, I could probably find that in 2018.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying.
When it happened, then they would just, there you go, rainy day over.
And this is what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. If we're so to buy and we've got to be so strict, try and find these wonder kids, because right now,
to be fair, we did with Elliot though, bro.
That is very true. That's one. I feel like we could have got more, or at least two more or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, but you can make that argument for all the clubs then, bro. Really. All the English clubs.
Here's the thing,
though. A lot of the time it's agents as well, because they'll say, go and move abroad, build yourself up without the pressure of being in England as well. And then when you come back, you're going to be on a fat wage as well.
No, but here's the thing. This is what I want to say. Other clubs can do it differently. They don't have to worry about getting them from early. And even if they do, as Drew said, Chelsea can loan them out. But you see, like right now, well, if they want to, they could get a Haaland. You know? They're saying, 150. And Chelsea like, well, we might see if we can do it. But we're not even in that conversation. And you know what's going to be so funny? You see if no one buys Haaland this summer, you see when he goes for 75, do you want to bet? Liverpool have got bills to pay, and we can't move for Haaland unless we try and move Shaqiri, Origi. They're all still going to be there, by the way.
You know who will be if Haaland does go next summer? We'll be the short brother at the back of the queue who's trying to jump up but can't see what's happening. You know, when you're like, what's going on? Somebody let me
in the concert.
That'll be more to do with wages.
We'll be there just at the end, and all the tall brothers at the front. Just
again, from an agent's perspective, what they're doing with Haaland is smart from Viola's perspective, because instead of having a bidding war for the player, everyone knows the price. It's a bidding war for how much you're going to pay him and what you're offering him. So you kind of take the power away from the club and you give it to the player. But look, that's a different topic.
Viola, really?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, he's always got the power. All right. Well, I'm gonna read some super chats, and then I'm seeing some stuff in the comments I really want to address still.
Yeah, for real. I saw that.
Get the appetizers in. It's gonna be a messy night. Put one in the fridge.
You know it's not.
Babe, put one in the fridge and leave one out. One in room temp.
Bro, madness.
All right.
Madness.
Timmy, Firmino's last 2 seasons, but Ox is the solution at 9. We're going to speak about Ox. We have to.
Are we actually?
We have to. 975 Jamrock says, not scouting. They all said they want to play, and Dortmund have a history of developing players. They do not want to come and sit on the bench. I agree with that. But I also agree with some elements of what Matt said as well. So I'm in between what you're both saying.
I agree with some of what that person's saying, because Dortmund do have history. They're a very historical club. But I just think some of them, not all of them, remember people, when I'm saying it, obviously I know I'm passionate about it, but I'm not talking every single player I mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let's say, for example, out of all the players I mentioned, we was able to get one off that list. It just makes us that much stronger. And it just makes it mean that we haven't got to try and find all this money to go and buy a player that we could have bought for how much all them years ago. So.
Yeah, very true. Jamie Phillips, if Liverpool bought them players from the Championship, Liverpool fans on Twitter would go mad and moan. There is elements of that which is true as well, to be honest. Very
There's
true.
only one Bellingham in it. Is it one that I mentioned from the Championship, or did I mention?
No, but he's just saying in general, though. He's just saying in general, and I think Liverpool fans would. Shout out to James Redmond, guys. Subscribe to James Redmond TV if you haven't already. Love to my brothers always. Smash them likes, people. FIFA, Coppish, and relax. Sounds like a good evening. Still, sounds like a good evening. 1975 Jamrock says, Matt, you're literally contradicting yourself now. That was earlier in the when you were speaking, Matt. Musa LFC 21 says we are doing it. Look at our youth recruitment. To be honest, I mean, we're probably doing it with lesser known youth, like Musliowski, for example.
He's one. And again,
Clyde Gordon as well.
Yes, even though I'd argue the same. Musialski is probably from what I've read, he's the one that they see him. Basically, him and Harvey Elliott are the two gems that they feel like could really.
Have you seen Musialski play?
Yeah.
Have I?
I have.
You know that's Messi 2.0.
Don't do that. No, what are you talking about? He's Hazard 3.0. No, I'm not gonna lie. He's cold though. He's just cold. Cold.
He is techie with it. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, he's low centre of gravity. He's mad.
With that low centre of gravity where he's
both feet as well. You know, both feet.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not getting carried away, but he looks naughty. Like I mean, detention every day, naughty. Like
detention
every day, you know.
That's very naughty. Still, kids stay in school and don't get detentions like that. Please.
Yeah, for real.
Did anyone go to detention? Like, come on, man.
Say again.
Did anyone ever actually go to detention? That's sharp.
I only got 2 detention in school still.
Only 2?
Yeah, I was good at school. I was a good guy at school.
Give me your diary. I need to write your detention down. I ain't got my diary set. But you know, not having a diary is a detention in itself. Double down on me, man. I'll see you tomorrow, Biggie.
It's kids like you, bro. I could never be a school teacher. The amount of trouble I'd get. Can you imagine me just getting Callum, could you come into the office? Callum, could you come into the office? Yeah, what have I done? Well, you choked out John, didn't you? Yeah, I did. Well, Callum, you can't go around choking out the students. Yeah, but he told me to shut up, so I made him shut up. I would not last long. I rate every single teacher out there. Or the good ones, shall I say?
I was going to say, because there's a couple of mad ones.
A couple of rogue ones still.
Yeah,
there's a couple of rogue ones.
Even in
1975, Jamrock says, LFC want Gravenberch now, and Ajax and the player don't want to come because they think it's too early for him. So what should Liverpool do about that?
We should buy him and loan him back.
That's exactly, yeah. I will buy him and loan him back if he still feels like he's not ready. Or loan him to Dortmund. Do you know what I mean? Or, I'm saying? No, the Vikings would be the best.
You know, drop the favour in there, be like, remember Bellingham in the year's time, yeah? We're going to give you Gravenberch now, yeah? We'll just drop that in there.
Or loan him to RB Leipzig, because we got a little bit of relationship with the two RB Salzburg, and you know what I'm saying? What to one of them two?
I think it's easier said than done, Matt. I like the principle because remember, look, I was saying the same about Donnarumma, but obviously I knew that was.
Let me tell you about Donnarumma now. All jokes aside,
come on.
Remember? Do you remember when I said no?
Come on.
Do you remember when I said no? Remember though?
Come on.
No. You don't even know what I was gonna say. Remember when I said I think Donnarumma could be the next Buffon? I think Drift was like, nah, bruv. And you see, he had a madness in the tournament, bro. I'm telling you. You see Donnarumma.
Just quiet now, still. Just quiet on purpose.
Donnarumma's stupid, bro.
But remember what I said. Donnarumma does make mistakes, but I do.
Every goalkeeper does, though.
But I don't think he's Buffon, because I think Buffon's the best goalie that ever lived. And I'm not going to already say Donnarumma is good enough to be the best goalie that ever lived.
No, so, what I'm saying is I think he has the tools to become one of the greatest goalkeepers ever. I said he has the tools. Whether he makes it or not, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay,
bro,
maybe.
do you know what it is?
Maybe.
I always find it so like crazy that a goalkeeper that's 6'5", 6'6", yeah, but they can move like a goalkeeper
like
that's
a
6'1",
cat.
6'2". Like he can move like Keylor Navas, bro. That's do you know how crazy that is?
Let me ask you a quick question. Yes or no? Let's not dwell on it. At 22 years of age, who's the better goalkeeper? Donnarumma or Casillas?
Ooh.
Oh, you'd have to go back though.
Have I made the room?
Donnarumma.
You know what?
Oh, really?
Donnarumma had a better defense. Do you know it's hard to...
Do you remember 22-year-old Casillas, bro?
No, he was stupid. But I think Casillas, when he was 24, he kind of... I'm going to go Donnarumma as well.
He's about 5'5", you know.
But Donnarumma... Listen, I don't
even know how he was that good of a
He's like 6 foot. He's like 6 foot. Bro, this is what I'm saying. Imagine Donnarumma can move pretty much like... I know Casillas was just stupid, but imagine a goalkeeper that's like 6 inches like taller and he can move pretty much the same. But that's mad.
I rate Donnarumma, but I think until he was in his 30s, Casillas was probably the best goalkeeper around.
I don't think.
No, do you know what? I love Casillas, but I think Buffon's been better than Casillas.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I think Buffon, yeah, but remember, Buffon was already like 30 when Casillas.
I think Casillas was brilliant. I do think he was slightly overrated though.
Because of playing for Real Madrid. No, because let's be real.
And when I say overrated, I still don't mean he's rubbish by any means, but I think he was still overrated.
I'll put it like this. Remember the season when Reina had his best season? I think it might have been the 07-08 season, yeah? And Reina, for me, should have been the Spanish goalkeeper. They still put in Casillas. And what's my man's name? Victor Valdez ahead of man. No,
but that was just buoyant.
So it's 08-09, I think, Reina's best season. Is that 07 or 08 or 08-09, Reina's best season?
That was just buoyant him off.
All right, sorry, guys. Let's get to the matter at hand, guys. I hope you're not just putting this in the comments because you know it's going to get me gassed up. Pedro Neto, is the thing happening?
I don't know.
Bro.
I think they got to be trolling, right?
No, because there's been talks about it from earlier today. The people wouldn't troll me like this.
It's not real, bro. It's not real.
No, they wouldn't troll me like this.
Let me go now. Let me go and check on my computer while I still got battery.
You see, if we sign Neto, I'm FSG in. I've said it.
You traitor. You flipping traitor.
I'll come on the stream with a John Henry hat and a cigar. How about that?
No, but let's be real, guys.
You traitor. You're such a traitor. One player. That's all it's going to take.
No, but
you traitor.
No, but let me bring a bit of realism in. If the Neto talk is real, we cannot start the season with 3 players recovering from ACL.
Boo, bruv. Don't do that drift, bruv.
No, but we can't, bruv. That is just madness.
Nah, just kind of got a point.
So you're sticking up for him as well.
£10 worth of petrol left in the world. We're trying to get to Liverpool from London. It's not happening, bro.
All right, so Sean
push the blood clot.
I know, but I think the report stemmed from Sean Moss. I could be wrong. It says exclusive. Yeah, he goes. Wolves tempted to sell Pedro Neto. Oh, Wolves tempted to sell Pedro Neto this summer. Liverpool, Juve, Tottenham among those who have made inquiries. The same report outlines the Reds as potential shooters alongside them. We've also came to. I'm gonna be real. I know. See, this is the thing. I'm probably gonna get a bit sticky, but I think no. Drift's got a point though. Let me be real.
No, he has no point. No.
No, I'll tell you why he does. He does.
I am a sinner.
He's an attacker.
Who's probably gonna sin again. Matt, forgive me. Drifty, forgive me. Things I don't understand. Sometimes I just need Neto.
You're not my son.
FSG, don't kill my vibe. Please don't kill my vibe. I can tell your football talent from a million miles away. I got my drink, I got my music, I was sharing, but today I'm saying, please don't kill my vibe. Guys, I don't care what injury he's coming back from. If he's still got 2 legs, I want him at Liverpool Football Club.
I hear you. I just think, do you know what it is, Carl?
Got what, sorry?
If he's still got two legs, I want him
As
in
long as
Liverpool
man
Football
can
Club.
walk in it.
But even if one of the legs don't move properly.
So one of the legs will move, bruv. As long as it's one of the legs, bruv, he'll do something mad.
All jokes aside,
You know I rate Neto, but 3 players coming back from serious knee
I think
injury
that's a bit risky. Do you not think it's risky?
No.
You
And
don't
then you put
think
on
so?
top of that, Kanate's obviously got the doubts that he comes with in himself. What
Nah,
are we doing?
Kanate's alright.
Are we just trying to be
An
frustration FC?
ACL.
Are we going to sit here again?
It wasn't an
after-
ACL. He didn't have an ACL injury.
Who?
Neto doesn't have an ACL injury.
Sorry, a broken kneecap or something,
No,
innit?
but it was a very serious knee injury,
It's a
bro.
fracture. But
Oh, it's just a fractured kneecap.
Oh,
Hey!
bro, I tell you what, yeah? Don't bend your leg. Have your leg fully straight, yeah? Get a hammer and ever so slightly just hit your kneecap, bro. Just ever so
right.
slightly.
And then
I'm
after
not-
that,
Gravity,
and then
just
after that,
let gravity
Yeah.
take the weight of the hammer and just
He's
hit your
20.
kneecap, bro.
and then
He's
after that, try
21,
and break
bro.
it. And see how it is.
He's 20. All right, but check this, yeah. He's all right. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question.
And after that, try and break it, you know?
Let me ask
Yeah,
you
let me
guys a
know
question.
how you feel. Let me know how you really feel.
Do you not think that Neto coming back from an injury actually works in our favour because it means we get him on or have to pay less up front?
Yeah. FSG will come in and be like, look, the tin's dented. I want a discount. 100%. We know that.
The tin's dead.
We know that.
Bob, that man's saying
That
that
used to
the
be my
tin's
mum's
dented.
thing. I'm not even going to lie. That used to be my mum's thing. I shout out to my mum. I used to love when she did that.
Guys, you see how we're talking about players that obviously it's an injury, yeah? You know, Barcelona are arguably in the biggest financial crisis
F
in
Barcelona.
football history. No, but hear me out. Hear me out. Would you take Griezmann if he would lower his wages? Yes or no?
Nah.
No.
Okay, cool. Because I'm just reading off a
I
list.
rate Griezmann. I just
Okay.
don't see how he helps our immediate.
I'm going to get deeper. Would you take? Because I'm reading off a list of players that Barca just said they can go. Like they don't even know how much they can get for them because
they're
the wages.
putting them in the discount aisle. Yeah.
Bruv, you do. Messi needs to sign his new contract. They can't make it official because they need to offload players to actually basically pay for Messi's contract.
Brilliant.
It's so
Brilliant.
stupid.
Brilliant.
Would you take Coutinho? I don't think it even cost
No.
us money when I say that, by
No.
the way.
I
No.
would take him. I would take him, but not if it meant we didn't get a player like a Rafinha.
Bro, I can tell you now, they are in such disarray. If Klopp wanted Coutinho, I can guarantee you we will pay about 5 to 10 million for him. I am not joking. That is how. But
And
his
we should do
wages,
that. We
He's
should.
not the
killing-
player he used to be.
bro.
No, but bro, it boosts our squad, Cal. If you can get him for 5 to 10
How
million,
do you know
bro.
that? You haven't seen him.
Exactly, Matt.
But how do you know
Why
that?
haven't we seen him?
But
So
10
hold
million.
on.
No, but you're willing
two
to
are
do that with
hypocrites.
Neto.
You
Hold
two are
on.
hypocrites. You two are hypocrites. You lot just shut me down with Pedro Neto. I'm going to appetize us on ice, and you lot shut me down with Pedro Neto. But your Coutinho's had how many knee surgeries in the last couple of years, Matt? How many?
That was me just getting in the car.
No, but Cal, the difference is we only spent 5 million on Coutinho. You had to spend 50, 60
This is
million
what I'm
now.
saying.
He's not going to
Like,
be 50, 60. Neto's going to be around 35, 40 mil.
No way. Not a chance.
No.
We're going to offset some of that with Origi.
But there's no way. Don't double slap me, Cal. There's no way he goes for 35.
Bro, I am. There's no way I'm sitting there saying I don't want Neto.
No, bro.
All right, Cal.
Let me ask. Let's ask him. Would you take your twin brother for 20 mil? Would you?
It took a
Would
little
you?
while to see. I was thinking tweet. No,
Yeah.
well played.
Usman Dembele for people that don't know.
No, I'm
Would
not
you
taking,
take it for 20?
No.
All right, let me ask you this. If then again though, his injury
He's got
record
no hammies,
is so
bro.
bad, bro. He's got no
He's got no
no
hammies.
fitness.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
I
Dembele
can't
has
even lie.
literally got
He's
no
got no
hands.
hammies, bro.
I'm just looking at their list of players. Bro, they're in such disarray. Even
Neto's fee apparently is reported 36 million. Talk to me now.
36.
Oh. Oh yes.
Is Dembele
Oh,
actually
yes.
20?
Oh, yes.
Is that actually how much they want for Dembele?
No,
No, I said Neto. That was Neto.
No, Dembele.
No, I'm saying
actually,
Dembele, 20 mil, how much they
no,
want.
bruv, he might be cheaper because I think he's got a year left, I believe, on his deal. He might
Yes,
be cheaper
because
because they want him off the wage bill.
So hold on, let me get this straight, yeah?
We're going
No, wait.
I mean,
No,
it would be
let me,
difficult
I'm
to
gonna ask.
find a man whose glutes are attached to the back of his kneecaps because his hammies is just gone, bro.
There is, though. There is.
So hold
Me
on.
and
He must run like that now, bro. Like,
Now,
So
me
let me
just
ask you a
looking for that
question.
bargain.
Do you think Dembele survives a preseason under Klopp?
you know what Matt's doing right now? Matt's waiting for Tuesday to go KFC. He's like, is it Wednesday? No, I don't. Is it Tuesday? All right, we'll go on Tuesday. Like, man's just got. I'm only going when it's $6.99 for the wings or whatever.
Yeah.
Man's going. No other day he's going.
Bro,
he's going.
No one's answered my question.
What's
Can
your question, sorry,
Dembele can Dembele get through a preseason under Klopp?
No.
If we put him on a
But he'd have to do swimming.
on a specific regime.
Wow,
I'm talking about shallow end as well.
They'd have to do a
Shallow.
Ledley King, no kneecap train.
No,
Ledley
it's
did
don't
proper.
train.
Ledley did laps and lengths. I'm talking shallow end doggy paddling. That's what his preseason would be.
Taking a piss. Do you know what, yeah? I just thought of Dembele, yeah? Yeah, what's the thing they call it? You know, holding the float and going backwards.
Put your face in the water. It's like, no, I'm going to drown. It's like, you've got the float.
Man's got the arm bands and the float going backwards because he doesn't want his face to touch the water.
I am guaranteeing you, Ousmane Dembele does not get through a week of preseason under Klopp.
No, you're right. He wouldn't survive. Do you know what? I think he would survive, though. Believe it or not, I think Coutinho and Griezmann would. I think Coutinho would actually be alright.
Coutinho would. Coutinho probably would, but I just don't want him back.
For 10 mil.
No, bro, I don't.
They need him off the wage bill, bro.
I don't care. They sell him someone else, bro. That's not my.
So hold
that's not
on.
my problem.
Let me ask you a question. You'd rather pay 36 for Neto rather than 10 mil for Coutinho?
100%.
What if I said
100%.
Coutinho was free because of the whole? They're in so much trouble because remember they tried to get rid of Pjanic for free. They tried to actually terminate his contract. They terminated someone else's who they're in legal trouble with, and they're trying to get rid of someone else on the free. So imagine Coutinho was free. All we got to do is pay his wages, and obviously he'll take a wage cut.
Really and truly, no second fiddle. Really and truly. Oh yeah. If love's so nice, then why? No, I don't want him back. I don't want Coutinho back.
For
no, I
free.
don't, but I don't care if he pays us.
He's tasted that sweet nectar of Neto, and you ain't changing
Yeah,
his mind.
man.
No, bro,
man,
I've tasted that bitter medicine of Coutinho, and I don't want to go back to it.
No, don't do that because I swear a couple months. No, not in a month ago. You were like, nah. Did you say you're taking him back?
No, I've never said
You've
that.
never said that.
Not this season.
But
You
8
sure?
mil, you said you would.
No, I probably said that a few years back or a year
No,
or
it
two
was
back.
about a month or two ago.
No.
bro.
Yeah, when we were
no,
speaking. Remember, we spoke about Coutinho maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. No?
I've been adamant saying I don't want him back. You lot keep on flirting with the ex. I don't want him back. I don't want him back. I'm moving on. I'm happy in life now.
Coutinho's like a baby mother, innit? You can pretend you.
He's
hate
not a baby mother. He was a link.
I just said baby mom. Hey, that's true though.
He's not.
No, it was a
wasn't
baby
link.
mum. No, it was.
No, he wasn't.
No,
He was a
I'll tell you
long-term
what.
link.
No,
He was a
no.
long-term
No, it
link.
wasn't a long-term link.
Yes,
Thingy
he
was
was,
a
man.
long-term link.
Coutinho was the baby mother, bro.
No, he wasn't a
Coutinho was
baby
baby mum.
mother.
It wasn't long-term link, bro.
He was a long-term link.
No,
man.
it wasn't.
Bro, long-term link. Were you
Yes,
8
he was a
years
long-term
of
link.
linking?
Yes, 8 years of
Nah,
linkage.
bro, nah. Because his
No.
body, think about his body of work. You can't call him a
I don't
link.
care about a body of work. Yeah, he made me bust a couple times. But
Bro, I'm so glad you said body of work, you know. When you said body, I was going to say, whoa, what is that?
No,
You know
no,
why?
no.
Do you
Come
know
on,
why?
now, come on.
And you know, Coutinho weren't the link. Liverpool were the link. We were the link.
No, but all I'm
Because
saying
all
is
the
this.
time he was waiting for Barcelona to come back.
7 years, bro.
Yes, because he was waiting for the bigger move, Drift. He was waiting for Barcelona. We
Hold
were the
on.
link. We
Hold
were
on.
the link.
But
Hold on,
Barcelona
hold on.
came over and did is it Skepta or one of them man is like, I'll take your girl, whatever, fair enough. But you want to know what? She's still the baby mother. You can pretend you hate your baby mother all you want. You don't hate her. You can pretend you
Bro,
hate her.
do you know
all
what's so
want.
mad, yeah? Do you know what's so mad? I guarantee you this, yeah? Let's say, for example, when Bobby Firmino finished his 17-18 season, which was his best season, if Barcelona would have came in for a move, how do we not know Bobby would have acted the same? Because remember, I know we have got Coutinho all the time here, bro. The South Americans have the
Bobby
law
different.
for rip.
Bobby different.
How do you know? You don't know
'Cause
that. Though.
I know.
You
Bobby
don't
different,
know.
man.
No, I don't. I don't
do.
care what you say. You don't know.
Bobby
you
different. Bob,
Bro.
you see Bobby right there? That's wifey right there.
Here we go.
Bobby's
No,
wifey, bro.
See, this is what happens.
Look,
you
no,
know?
look. Let me break it down for you. Yeah? Bobby came.
Bob, no, you know,
Bobby came to us
he met
about-
Bobby in the. Bobby was met in the club, yeah, and then from then on,
Nah.
eyes are always on
Nah,
Bobby.
nah.
Can't let
Bobby
Bobby
was-
go. No matter what
Bobby was the
Bobby did.
quiet, pretty girl in school. That's what Bobby was.
No,
Yes. Bobby's wifey, bro. Coutinho's just a good little beat, and that's it, bro.
no.
Like, that's it. We
Pause.
always knew Bobby was
So
going to do
that's
us
what
dirty.
happened, though.
But let's be honest, yeah. Coutinho was actually, we proposed. We got to keep it real. We proposed.
And he
Just
said
because
no.
she said no, it doesn't mean we didn't want to marry her, bro.
But he said no, bro. So he's a long-term
But
link.
we still wanted to propose, and you will never actually really hate the girl you proposed to. Otherwise, you wouldn't have got down on one knee, bro.
Speak
You
for
was
yourself,
wearing
bro.
white. That stain ain't coming out, you know.
Speak for yourself,
That
Jim. If I
stain
get
is
down
not
on one
coming
knee and I propose, if I get down on one knee and propose, that is it.
Every time you try and wear those trousers again, everybody's like, "What's up with the right knee? You got down on it, bro. You got down on it, bro."
Drift. Klopp got down on one knee for Coutinho and said, "Look, if you stay here, you'll get statue." He basically said, "I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll be the breadwinner."
You know what it is? Callum's hurt, you know.
I'll
Callum
be
is
the,
hurt.
he said, "I'll be the
He
breadwinner."
hurt.
You know,
Coutinho done it
now,
dirty.
It's after midnight, Messi's on your phone saying come Barca cause he's all alone.
Hey,
Look, listen,
Callum's all on the, I don't want no scrub.
yeah, that's real.
Hey,
But
Callum, what is it that you want?
Let me ask you a question, yeah? Let me ask you a question. If Coutinho went there and did well at Barcelona, do you even think he'd be thinking about us now? You think
No,
Suarez thinks about us?
I don't care about Suarez.
No.
Do you think
Suarez is
the only reason Coutinho thinks about us is because he left us and then ended up getting into a marriage because the person wanted to stay in the country and he didn't realize. That's what happened to him. Now Leroy's got his stay. It's done now, isn't it? He's left by himself carrying the load. Tough. Deal with it, big man. Deal with it.
Disrespect, you know.
I don't want him back.
The disrespect to Phil, but it's all right though. It's all right. It's all
I want
right.
him
Because
back.
if he was to ever come back and score a couple of bangers, I know you're going to be on the.
I will
on,
eat
on
humble
the-
pie. I'll eat humble pie until then.
You'll be on
I'm
that
just an
Brazilian
ex.
bandwagon thing again, where it's like, yeah, they're back again. Well, not back again, but like Alisson, Fabinho,
Even that,
Coutinho.
sorry, hold on. Even that. Who convinced Alisson to come to Liverpool? Wifey. Who
Oh,
did
Bobby.
Coutinho in his whole time here? Who did Coutinho try and convince to come to Liverpool?
Oh no, he did. You know,
Oh,
no, he
who?
told someone. No,
Probably
no.
Fred. It was probably Fred, bro.
No, you're taking
No, to
liberties.
be honest
No,
with
he
you,
don't.
Coutinho
No,
had
he
a big
did.
part to play in Bobby coming there, bro.
Yes. Hey.
Bobby was always gonna come, bro.
No, he wasn't.
Bobby was always gonna come.
You see Callum's face right there? Let me see. This is Callum. But I said, he was like, damn. Damn!
You see when he read, and it was at that moment, Callum
Yeah, no,
Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
We've got to bring the people in as well, Cal. We've got to bring the people in.
Yeah, we have a couple super chats, and then we'll get the people on.
I didn't even realise.
So promo, at this rate, signing all these injury prone players will lead us to clap for the Liverpool physios every night at 8 p.m.
This is what I'm saying, bro. And to be fair, if you feel the Arsenal, I ain't clapping for him, bro.
They're mad.
Troy M says Cash and Origi for Neto. Wolves love Divock, and he can play wing and striker. I'm just saying, then use Shaq and Harry Wilson to fund the sales of Rafinha.
But just dashing Origi in like he's a last laptop left in the corner of the Amazon office, you know.
No, he's not. He's our bargaining chip. He's our main bargaining chip, Drift. But he's a bargaining chip we need, man. Don't you want to see?
Man, I'm treating like Origi like he's just that pound in your pocket that you're like, oh, I can get a trolley without asking someone. Like, raw, raw.
Fucking the piss, Origi, you know. That's you got me still.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That's up there, buddy. Your absolute best.
That's legendary, bro. I can't even lie.
That is up there, Drift.
I can't ask.
Genie Houdini says, remember in the next Friday, Baby Joker said no more locked doors. They make me crazy. That's the first thing Naby said to Klopp when he got released from the basement for pre-season. Sorry, Matt.
No more locked doors.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
Oh, Naby, right. I swear, dog.
So, all right, just before we sign off on this part then. Neto for 36 mil if he's available, yes or no, Drift?
If it was the only signing we made, I'd be a little bit worried, the same way I'm worried about Konate. But you know, as a player, I rate him highly. If he never had that knee injury, Neto's the player I would have actually wanted us to go for the hardest. You know that. It's just, if you break your kneecap, bro, and...
It's cool, man.
All right, you know, all jokes aside, for 36 mil, for 36 mil, I'll take a punt. For 36 mil, I'll take a punt.
Yeah!
I'll do a Johnny Wilkinson. I'll take a punt.
Matt, you taking him?
Who, Neto? 36.
For 36 mil.
I'd rather get Rafinha, you know, I'll be honest with you.
There's always one, innit?
Rafinha
Rafinha ain't going nowhere, bro.
It'd be I shouldn't even really be saying that. KG going to kill me.
He is. And you deserve it now, bro, because you keep on doing it. Can't even back you in the beef now, bro. Romeo must die, bro. Romeo must die. All right, people. You know how this runs by now. You get 1 minute 30 to ask your question or make your comment, and then you have to decide who gets to answer your question, whether it's me, Matt, or Drift. This is the video you'll be seeing if you go over your 1 minute 30, and this is a video that me, Matt, or Drift will see if we go over our 1 minute to answer.
Nah, Wenger got stung, you know. That was horrible. You know when that, Bobby couldn't even say nothing. He was just like...
Bobby should have known better than to try and move to Kenny in the first place.
You can't, man.
You come at the king, you best not miss, innit? Deal with that, Arsene.
For real.
Mess with an old school Scotsman. Having a laugh, bro. Out your mind. Wenger lost his mind for a minute there.
He did, bro. Lost his mind for more than a minute. Kenny gave it back to him, though. Bro, Kenny said, don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself out here. Hard in these streets. All right, bringing the first caller. Jamrock 75. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad, bro. Not too bad.
Bro? What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. I actually have 3 questions. I think I previewed some of the questions earlier in the week. The sell to buy narrative. Is it media generated or is it actuality? And I want you to back it up with some actual facts, so to speak.
Who's that for, bro?
That's going to be for you, Cal. First one's going to be for you. So there is a website. There's a website out there called Transfer Market. That
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, so look it up. You don't have to answer it today.
No, I will answer it today. I'll answer it today.
Look it up, and then let me know which one of the players that were sold strictly to fund purchases. Like I said, I looked at it. You'd be surprised some of the players that were on there. They all wanted to leave. So that's one for you.
Fair dues.
Drifty, you seem to want a lot of players, especially a lot of foreign players. So we're only allowed 8 homegrown players and 17 non-homegrown players. Who are you going to sell to make room for those players that you want? I think you wanted like 4 or 5 foreign-based players.
Okay.
Who are you willing to sell?
So what foreign players am I willing to sell? Yeah.
There's been a few over the streams of the past that you've listed off. I think Rafinha. There's like a number, like 4 or 5. I don't remember, but there's been a lot.
I'm a greedy guy.
Yeah.
Cool,
and then Matt, you keep on saying that Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in the world. Maybe from a historical standpoint, but over the last 30 years.
No, that was my fan. I just switched my fan off.
Over the last 30 years, they have not been. And if you look at it based on followers and fans and stuff like that, they're actually barely inside the top 10. So state to me why you believe Liverpool are still one of the biggest clubs when it comes to being able to attract these players.
Cool.
And I'm out. Thanks, guys.
Bro, always a pleasure, bro.
Same here.
Take care, bro.
All right. Who wants to go first?
You know what? I'm trying to remember all the players that I did actually say I wanted. And then
it's a bloody lot, bro.
Adama
Traore. You wanted
a lot.
You wanted Adama
Traore. We'll give you some names. So you want Haaland, you want Kane,
Adama,
you want Mbappe, you want Adama, you want Rafinha, you want Saint Max, you want Pedro Neto, you want Soyuncu, you want So you gotta get rid of so far 8 players. Good luck. You know what?
Isco, Coutinho.
Yeah, Isco. Yeah,
Marlon.
yeah.
You wanted Marlon as well.
Well, there's a bag of players, you know.
Drift, you want a minute 20 for your one, yeah?
Well, like 5 minutes. Jeez, and name.
You know, I want to do a participation for my minute. Yeah, Matt, name a player, and I'm gonna say who I'm dashing away to get that player.
All right, yeah, we'll do it like that then. All right, give us. Give us. No, in fact, give us a minute.
No timer. Go true.
If I say,
you're gonna need the time on this one.
Okay, if I say, Mbappe. Exactly. Stop the timer. He's already done. One player. Bro, I said one player, you know.
Oh my word.
One player is really done. You know what? I think this one we're gonna have to come back.
John, that's your homework then, yeah.
Yeah, that's your homework.
Actually, you know what? No, because here I can cheat because Jammer never said that I actually had to get a value of the player who was going out and match the value coming in.
No, it's not value.
No, it's not value.
Yeah, it's just that because we got so many foreign players.
Okay, so let's go. Mbappe, I'll get rid of Shaqiri. Foreigner for foreigner.
Okay, cool. So that's Shaqiri gone for Mbappe. All right. Haaland.
I wouldn't sign Haaland now.
You wouldn't sign Haaland?
No, I'd go for Kane.
All right. Rafinha.
I'll send...
The question was a balloon. The question was a balloon.
He's gone now, isn't it? Groot.
He's already gone. You can't use him. He's already gone.
Yeah, so that means there's a space waiting.
The question was a balloon.
You're cheating. But all right. If I give you
No. Sorry, Matt. Sorry to cut you. There wasn't a space for Grealish because Grealish didn't make the 25-man squad last season.
I'll allow it, man.
try and get off on a deep.
I already had another one lined up as well in midfield just in case.
I'll get rid of Adrian.
All right. So we've got no goalkeeper then. All right. So that's cool. We've got
What's the
Saul.
difference? The
No.
man
That's cool. That's cool. Saul.
No, remember, I wasn't hot on Saul.
Bissouma.
Okay. Bissouma.
Genie's gone, so that's
all right. Tielemans.
I wasn't that hot on Tielemans.
Don't lie.
I like him, but I wasn't that hot on him.
Donnarumma.
Send Kelleher on loan.
Goretzka.
No. Kelleher's homegrown.
Is he home?
And you got rid of Adrian. You're in trouble.
No, but Donnarumma's a goalkeeper.
He does.
Name the people I really wanted. Your name in the side.
But the whole point is it's so hard, bro. Like, because even if I said to you like Rafinha and Neto, 2 players, go.
Not all jokes aside, honestly, I'd let Origi go for Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I'd let Naby go for Neto. I would let Ox go for Rafinha. We need some British quota now, so I'm bringing in Bellingham and I'm letting go of Matip.
You're looking a bit lopsided, you know, because you brought in one mid.
Remember, I can play Fabinho as centre back.
Wow,
you're doing one of those after you was criticising.
Well, hold on a minute. You think I won't play Fabinho as centre back if Rafinha, Mbappe, Neto, Bissouma, if all that money in my team, I'll play Fabinho as centre back happily, bro.
All right, this is where I'm gonna catch you. This is where I'm gonna get you. All right, last three. All right, say Firmino. All right, I'm going to put you in a bit of a predicament here. Say Firmino was sold, yeah, and you've got, I would say you could get Neymar. Who are you taking out? And you have to kind of use a little bit more, has to be an attacker. You can't get him a midfielder. Which attacker are you getting rid of?
Well, if Firmino's sold, then that would directly be the person.
No, I said Firmino's sold, so he's not even, you can't even use him. I'm saying he's already gone.
What question is this anyway?
Yeah, here we are. You getting rid of?
Some people I've already got rid of. We back to the beginning.
No. Listen, you've got to get rid of an attacker. It's got to be a main attacker. I just want to see where you're going.
Drifty actually should be a lawyer still.
I know what he's trying to do. I'm going to pen him in though.
What? Somebody's in it. Jota.
This brother didn't want to say Mane or Salah so badly. And the thing is, I could.
You know, I'm not shooting Mane or Salah, bro.
You are. But I know you are. I know deep down you are. You don't have to admit it, but I've got a funny feeling you are.
I'm still.
I'd let Jota go for Neymar, even though I love Jota. I'd let him go for Neymar.
Would you?
Okay. Not me.
Cal wouldn't.
No, yeah, but we know Cal's a Neymar hater, though, isn't it?
That's deep. I'm not a Neymar hater, man.
So Cal, in fact, no, because it's going to turn into a Neymar show. But you generally wouldn't swap Neymar for Jota, though, just quickly. You wouldn't.
No. Neymar's a better player, but I just think Jota works better in our system. Neymar is hands down a better player. Not even a debate. I just think Jota works better in our system.
I'm gonna sip my drink and not say a word. That is.
AA Om says breaking news: Liverpool have agreed a deal for British wonder kid Salah to buy. Nice little play on words there.
Salah to buy. Salah to buy. Oh yeah, my question.
Your question. Do you want to answer your question?
Yeah. All right, go. Liverpool's still a big club. Reason being is, even as you said, Jam, historically, we're still amazing. When you think of the icons and stars that we've had, people will always want to play for Liverpool, and not even that. Even Steven Gerrard, who was our last icon to play for the club. Not only that, you consider the even at FSG, people hate about what they do in the transfer market. From a financial and advertising point of view, we are still in there, and that's why in the Deloitte Money League, we still generate how much money. We still got that reputation. And when you've got the foundation that Liverpool have, it will never go away unless you bomb like Arsenal. And that's where I can understand why people might not think we're a big club no more. But we are bigger than Arsenal, which is kind of clear, and we are forever growing. And yeah, that's how we are still a big club, bro.
Cool. Now, my one. So, 1975 Jamrock. Sell to buy. I think sell to buy is being mistaken for forcing players out of the club. I wouldn't sit here and say we actively force players out of the club who are our top players. However, sell to buy is exactly what it says. You have to sell in order to buy. We've seen that in the season where we won the Champions League. We didn't sell anyone of note, and we didn't buy anyone. The following season, summer, where we bought in Thiago Jota and Tsimikas, once again, we had to sell to buy. So despite whether the player wants to stay or leave, you're still having to sell to buy. And that's what sell to buy is. It's not a case of forcing a player out. It's a case of we have to rely on sales in order to make a purchase. So I do think it's still a sell to buy model.
Fully agree.
You know what? I think, not to go on, because I know we've got to move on, but what I think it is with the sell to buy that a few people get confused with, every club sells to buy. It's the general consensus of like just normal life. Nobody has a car and buys another car and doesn't get rid of the car they have. You don't need two cars. You know what I mean? So like the general normal consensus around business and football combining is a player goes and a player can come in. But what the difference is that we're over the top with it. So we won't buy a player until that player goes, or we'll only buy the player when we know that player is going, and we'll never dip in our pockets and do a little bit of, all right, well, I'll just spend this much. And we will actually be very, very rigid. There's no flexibility in it. Like if Matt's only going to give me $2.5 grand for my golf, the car I'm looking at, I'm only going to spend $2.5 grand. That's how Liverpool work. Like I won't go spend 3 or 3.5. I'll be like, well, no, Matt's only giving me 2.5, so I'm only going to spend 2.5. That's how we work, and that's what the problem is. I think
that's exactly what it is. That's the perfect analogy.
But that's what our problem is, and that is why we get frustrated. Put a little love on top of that. Do you know what I mean? Go and get a Scirocco now. Put a little love on top. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna go like? That's how I look at it anyway.
Agree. I agree.
True. All right, gonna bring in the next caller. Big Bucks. Can you hear us, bro?
You can hear me?
Bucks. Yeah, we hear you, bro. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm good. Basically, I was in a private chat chatting to someone, innit? A guy called Abs. Do you know Abs?
Yes, Abs, Chelsea fan.
Yeah, we were talking about who's the biggest clubs, Chelsea or Arsenal. So who do you guys think?
Who's a bigger club?
Who are you giving that one to?
Historically, Arsenal. Right now,
yeah,
Chelsea.
but right now it's Chelsea. Though. Historically, it is Arsenal, but right now it's Chelsea. If that makes that's kind of conflicting, though, isn't it? Because it's
but historically, you could say that, but in the last 30 years, we've won more trophies than Arsenal, though.
In the last
30, but that would make you more successful, though, not necessarily bigger.
I'll be completely honest with you.
But Arsenal are the third most successful club in English history. So.
Okay, can I hear this? Hear this. They say Chelsea have won 2004, yeah? After all that history chat about the history, we're still only 6 trophies behind them. So I don't get it.
No, because you've gone on a speed binge of trophy winning in the last 15 years. Whereas Arsenal spread out over years.
Yeah, you normally win a trophy like literally every season, even if it's one. Like one thing I'll say about Chelsea. So
I have to say Arsenal. Arsenal are a bigger club.
Historically they are, but Chelsea.
I always look like I'm shading Arsenal when I'm trying. I try not to, but I'm just going to be completely honest. I genuinely don't think you can be considered a bigger club, even if you've got history when you've never won a major European title.
Thank you.
I honestly don't. And I think Chelsea actually with 2, I think they trance Arsenal.
Bro, fam, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 Europa Leagues. Like, what
like, honestly, I do.
It's a fair argument,
and I'm not being disrespectful to it, but you cannot have existed for 100 years and never won a European trophy.
That's a fair. That's
kind of true still, because even teams like Nottingham Forest win one.
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa. Bro, how can Arsenal have never won the European trophy?
That is kind of crazy, you know.
That's
a good point, though.
Like that don't count. Like they've never won a major European trophy. Like we're sitting on 4 UEFA Cups and 6 Champions Leagues, and they've never won one.
No, but Gifty, to be fair, me as like I'm kind of young in it. I'm only 18, so me growing up, Arsenal were a bit better than Liverpool for most of my life. I can't lie.
Yeah, back in the
Yeah,
day.
did
But
need
I
to throw
think
that
the
in
moment-
there still.
Yeah,
The moment,
that's-
the moment
that
was a
Chelsea won
left
the
jab.
Champions League for the first time, I think it flipped a little bit. And
Yeah,
when
bro.
they got the second one in the summer,
Yeah.
I think that certified it, if I'm being completely honest with you.
No, but am I lying though? Me growing up, yeah, like let's say for the last 20 years, Arsenal have been bigger than Liverpool. Apart from the last couple of years, like
No.
oh, you think,
Not
you don't
last
think that?
couple. No,
Like,
I would
when-
say
in the last 18. So what are we 2021? So since 2003.
No,
That's-
since 2000, let's say this century, three biggest clubs for me are Man United.
What, so since 2000, you mean?
Yeah, since 2000, or even since the Premier League started, like you can go that far back.
If we talk about the Premier League era,
You
yeah,
can't let
you got
us-
a shout.
no. If it's
Yeah.
the Premier Age, they probably
They
have
got a
been
bigger
more
stadium. They
successful.
got more fans than you. From what I
They
see.
have not got more fans.
More fans.
Oh
What?
wait, is that true? So I heard. Someone told me. that
Yeah,
Arsenal-
someone's telling you porcupines, bro.
They said they got
So
more
who's
fans
got,
than
who's
Liverpool.
got more fans, Chelsea or Arsenal?
No, someone said Arsenal got more fans than Liverpool.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
person's
Arsenal's
probably on
got
some.
more fans than Chelsea. Yeah.
No,
No,
than you lot.
there's-
Than you lot.
Oh, more fans than Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Oh, they're 100% telling you porcupines fly in the sky. 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%. No way. The only club with more fans than Liverpool is
It's
Man
Man
United.
Man United, yeah.
And even that is a debate.
But
Whoever told you that, go back to them and tell them that mummy and daddy just one day had a baby.
Oh, that deep. You're mad.
Like,
Yeah, man. And one last question, yeah. Who's better? 13-14 Suarez or 17-18 Salah?
Fuck yeah, no.
Listen, me.
Ooh,
Listen,
that's a
as a
cam's
neutral,
opinion.
hold on. Who's that question for?
Can
Adam.
you guys spread it out or?
No, you got to pick one.
Oh.
You got to pick one.
Ooh, okay. Let's go for your Callum. Now, do I? As a neutral, yeah?
I'm glad you gave it to Callum. I can't from front. Can't from front. That question
That's right.
is mad.
'Cause as a neutral, yeah, I can't lie. Suarez 13, bro, 31 goals in 32 matches. Are you stupid?
But
But Salah 17-18.
Well, big bucks. We'll let Callum chop that up right now,
Yeah, Callum,
bro.
yeah.
In
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck.
Nice one, bro.
Big up, bro.
Take care, bro.
Bye.
Wait,
Oh,
that is
guys, it's been a
mad.
fantastic show. I've actually got to shoot off. I've got a few bits and bobs I need to do. So can one of you just take this question and I'll...
This guy.
On to the
Alright.
blood question.
All right, so my minute starts now. I think I've got to go Suarez begrudgingly. Yeah. Suarez was a madness that season. Suarez got us close to winning the league when no one else could have. Salah was phenomenal.
44 goals, broke the Premier League record.
I know, but he also played more games than Suarez. Suarez's
Got to a
ratio.
Champions League Final.
No, I get that. But we're talking about the player.
But I'm just trying to throw in things to rewind.
Just quickly. Did Suarez, how many, like, in the top 6, did Suarez score against Man United? Did he?
I'm
Did
not
he score
sure.
against Man City in that season?
Yes. No, he didn't. For my reckoning,
To be
no.
fair, Salah never scored past Man United either.
I'm just asking a question.
You like eating my time still. I'm gonna go Suarez. I think he could score goals out of nothing. So could Salah, but Suarez did it more. And I believe Suarez was our top assist maker that season as well as goal scorer.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
I think he broke Henri's record of goals and assists, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
No, the person who said Suarez scored against Man United, he did. You're right, because that was when they won.
Yeah,
they won
3-0.
3-0.
Season he was electric.
Yes, it was. It was 3-0. He did. He scored 3-0.
3-0.
Scored a
yes, he
third
did.
goal.
3-0 at Trafford, remember?
He did.
When he scored the left-footed one past the hair, so the ball like a ricochet or something.
Yeah. From
and
a
he
story.
finished it off.
Yeah.
And he got an assist in the Manchester City game at home.
Mhm.
The Arsenal game.
Did he score against Chelsea?
No.
He didn't play against Chelsea, did he?
What I'm trying to remember-
He played both games. He should have got a penalty against Chelsea. when
People, what I'm trying to remember, did Salah score against every team in the Prem, whether it was home and away?
No.
Did he not?
No. He didn't score
Did
against
Suarez?
United. He didn't score against United.
Okay. Did
He
Suarez?
scored against Chelsea.
I'm just
Suarez
trying to
didn't, no.
remember. I'm trying to remember.
Do you know what? In all honesty, yeah, I actually think whichever one you pick's not a wrong answer, to be honest. I think both seasons were absolutely sensational.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks for that hard question. Mario says Barnes, Beardsley, and Rush, or Salah, Mane, or Bobby. Blimey.
Bloody hell.
That is a hell of a question.
That's loaded.
What are we saying?
Matt said it's loaded, isn't it?
Bro, I don't even know.
That's the answer to the question.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. If anything, we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up.
I'll be honest, I can't sit here and really wax lyrical about Barnes, Beardsley, and Rush because I didn't see them week in, week out.
Yeah, like Carl.
Being honest.
We're talking about sensational players.
I know.
But you see, Rush though, when you see, Rush
takes over.
When it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, Ian Rush is your guy, isn't it?
Man, all of them.
And you want to know what? Young Rush had pace.
Yeah, he could move, bro.
Finishing.
Finishing.
So what we got to do is we got to just be honest. We got to make the comparison. Let's just quickly.
Yes, Rush over Bobby. Yes, we know.
Barnes or Mane. As much as I adore Mane, I'm probably gonna go Barnes.
Gotta go Barnes.
Go
and
Barnes.
Then Rush over Bobby is easy.
Yeah.
I'll go Salah over Beardsley. So really,
it's the first three. It's the first three then.
Yes, the first three. 2 out of 3, bro.
It's the first
975 Jamrock says, Cal, you are wrong on that. You might want to look at the fact that we didn't buy it after the Champions League don't mean we didn't buy it because we didn't sell. That's hypothetical. Well, I ask you, what other summer have we not bought players? And if you can name me another summer where we haven't bought players, name me that summer if we didn't sell anyone first, or we didn't sell anyone.
Yeah, because after Champions League, we remember we bought them. In fact, we got Ajan on a free. Yeah, we got Harvey Elliott on a tribunal, which we didn't have to pay for at that time. Yeah, and
we got Sepp Vandenberg.
So we had an outlay of like 2 mil or something like that in terms of just for fees or whatever, not wages but fees.
And we sold Danny Ings that summer.
And I wonder why that was.
We sold Danny Ings that summer as well. All right. Next caller. The legend himself.
In the Coffee's tea as well. Big up Jamie.
Loving it, Jamie.
You just have you been doing them? Would you like me today and chilling in the park? Yeah.
No, I've been Legoland with the kids all day.
Yeah, you got tan.
I can tell you got a bit of a tan though, bro.
It was horrible. Never go there.
Jamie, we need to know about this ear story, bro.
Right, yeah. So,
the ear story. Go on, Jay.
I've got to get the snacks out for this one.
Just for context for anyone who didn't watch the last show. Jamie said while he was playing football, he ripped a man's whole ear off. Jamie, the floor is yours.
So, it was quite a while ago, obviously, when I was a bit younger. And so we was in the pub before the game, having a good drink. And because that's what you did before you played football back then. And then and the bloke's name, his nickname's Trigger. And the reason his nickname's Trigger is because he carries a water pistol everywhere he goes. When he goes to the pub.
That's what he does.
I know. And he has it full of vodka. So he has this kid's water pistol full of vodka every time he goes to the pub. And just squirts it in his glass. But he has it in his pocket like a holster. He thinks he's a right crack. But but he was getting so this player, he played on my team. This makes it worse. So he's been Larry all morning, and we kicked off. So we got in the pub around 10, and we were just there having a meeting and everything, going through the game and all that. And then the bar opened at 11, and then kickoff was at 3. So
4 hours
yeah,
before kickoff.
yeah. So everyone had a bit, and, but he was getting very leery all game, or very leery all morning, all afternoon. We had one too many, and I don't know what he was doing in the toilets, but he was a bit over the top, and our captain, he didn't want to do anything about it, so I took him to a corner and just had quite a little chat with him and told him, you've got to sort yourself out a little bit. You know, you've had too many sherbets, put the gun away, and we'll let him alone.
But they got away. No, I'm actually finished already. Like.
And then so we get to the game, and he's been on the bus. And when I say bus, we didn't get a mini bus. You know, we just got the 89 outside. So we get down there. We're already in that kit. We're ready to have a game, and he's going ridiculous. He's mad. He's cussing and swearing at the opposition and telling them what they're going to do to his wife. He's going mad, right? He's going mad. Like, the captain is shit scared of him. Won't say anything. So again, I've gone over, calm yourself down. So we both played on the right-hand side. I was right full-back, he was my right winger. So I always overlapped him. Back then I used to be quick. I could do the 100 metres in 10.9. I was quite quick when I was a kid. I had the
loving it.
Rating.
I can relate.
I was really quick as a kid, and then I found women and booze. And then
Go.
So he wouldn't let me overlap him all game. He was doing it on purpose because I had it out. And he was doing my nutting all game. So the one time I did try to overlap him, he was shouting at me. I'm shouting. And I'm trying to overlap him. I'm going past him as quick as I can. Because he's basically drunk, he's like this running down the wing. Because he's like this, I've pulled it. What I'm trying to do is pull him by his shoulder, get him out of the way so I can overlap. So he just won't do it. But I've got the bottom of his earlobe, and I've pulled it as he's falling down. Come off the back of his head. So it's come off there and made a hole. So it's sort of like flapping like this. And as it's flapping in the wind, you could hear it whistling. It was hilarious.
Massive whistling, you know.
But there weren't much blood because it's all cartilage and stuff like that. But no, I felt really bad about it. And then we got back and we got back to the pub. I went to the hospital with him, had it sewn up, and he had to see a plastic surgeon and everything. So we had it sewn up, went back to the pub after, and then we never spoke about it since and just got on with it.
Is that because you couldn't hear what you were trying to say to him?
And then what is it? I played for him another 6 times and I left. But, it was just never the same again.
You know what? When you said the bit that I ripped, I just had shades of Money Talks. You remember that bit when he's like, tell him to shoot you in the Abdullah Abdullah, and he's like, what? Tell him to shoot you in the Abdullah. You won't feel a thing. You remember that bit?
Yeah. But it was because I was going so quick and he was all over the place, it just pulled and it just came off the skin off the back. So it was,
like I said,
nasty, but you know,
that is brutal.
Crap. But so that's that story.
Yeah, I mean that adds context to it.
Yeah,
that does.
There's
that is mad though, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that is mad. But you know what? If he was being a dick all day, then I guess the moral of the story is
losing it is a very harsh lesson, though.
He's in prison.
He's in prison now. Did you?
Yeah. So he used to work for in the Amazon warehouses, and used to get things.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he used to have stuff for sale, shall we say? Yeah, he's in prison now. He didn't go in prison for that. No, he went in prison for saying I won't. So, but
yeah,
but I don't want to get demonetized. But
Scarface put her head. Don't be a dick. Keep your ears.
But I've got one question, and I'm going to give it to Drifty on this one.
Go for it, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
Who do you believe is the better footballer in their whole career, Suarez or Henry?
Ooh, that's a sick question, you know.
Because for me, I believe it's Suarez. Because even Suarez getting into his early mid-30s, I think was a better player than Henry at that same age. And still doing it now. Monster.
Well, Jamie, that is a phenomenal question, bro.
Phenomenal question. And a phenomenal story as well, bro. That story is mad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's hilarious. That is.
The thing is, I've never told the wife this, and she's listening in the kitchen. So
but let me tell you behind it, that's
shit.
So big up though, bro.
I've got
to say one thing. When I was in Legoland, there's the hell that is Legoland today. Some geezer just recognised the Coppish t-shirt. So that's
beautiful.
Straight up.
Great stuff, bro.
Beautiful.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. Love that, man. Love
bless that, man.
Jamie, you're a star, brother.
Lovely.
Trust me.
Big up, bro.
Take care, bro.
Take care, my bro.
Thank you.
Cheers. Suarez or
that's
Henry.
A tough one still. That is tough.
You got a minute. I'm going to start your minute now.
You know me, Conroy, Saint, and them man are going to chop up a whole episode.
I know. Monts as well. Monts is looking to do one as well.
Yeah, we're going to chop up a whole episode on this. But because I'm going to host that episode, I guess I can say my piece now and them lot can have their say later.
Go.
I'm only going to say Suarez because I'm including the Barcelona part of his career. I think without the Barcelona part of his career, it would be Henry easily. But I think what he did at Barcelona, as Matt always says, it was almost like because Messi was there, people forget what Suarez and Neymar contributed to that 2 or 3 years. It was insane. It was actually insane. I'm sure Neymar got 50 goals. Suarez got like 66 goals. Messi got like 80. It was dumb. It was actually dumb. And just because of what he achieved during that time, getting 2 Champions Leagues, I believe was it 2, Matt, that he got during that time as well, Suarez?
Or
was it only one?
One. I think it was one.
Was it only one?
One. Excuse me. If he got one, you know, if it is one.
I'll take a beating for that one.
Here you go. Have to.
Yeah, it was one. 14-15 season.
So both of them went to Barca and got 1 Champions League. My time ran out. I'm not allowed to talk to them.
Well played.
Listen. That's a good pick still. I'll put it into perspective. 198 goals in 283 appearances.
Who's that for? Suarez.
This is Suarez. And that's overall. In the league for Barca, just in the league, this is going to make man go crazy.
Assist as well is
mad. And I ain't even got the assist. In 191 league games for Barcelona, 191, he scored 147 goals.
Ooh.
You know what? I actually think that people need to reassess the fact that even though he's an absolute see you next Tuesday of a human being, as a footballer, I actually think Suarez could probably sit at the table with Cristiano and them lot, you know?
Yes, I
agree.
If
you really think about it, he can actually sit at that table. If you go and look at his goal record for Holland for Ajax, it was dumb. Then you look at what he did for us, and it was dumb. And then you go look at what he did for Barcelona, and it was dumb. Even if you look at his international career, it's dumb. Like, Suarez can sit at that table, you know? I can't even lie. Like,
Suarez
the man
won
was
the league.
absolutely different. But this is what it shows the difference between being a human being. I think because he's such a dick, people do skip him in the conversation because people like Henry are stand-up guys. Messi, these guys are, you know what I mean? And you look at Suarez and you're like, all that shit you did, like, you're just a scumbag, innit? But, raw boy, the man is an absolute different level.
Oh, he's crazy. Suarez is mad. Suarez is mad. And he won it last year without Messi, so...
Oh, yeah, he went Atletico and bloody won. Like,
old man Suarez. He still done it, bro.
1975 Jamrock says, Cal, the 2 years before that, we had a combined net spend of 143 mil. Fact we didn't buy has nothing to do with no sales. We had Champions League money, content with squad. He wasn't content with his squad because we didn't have a left back to fill in for Robbo. We had to play Milner there. Klopp didn't want to play Milner there. Like, or else we wouldn't have got Tsimikas. If we was content, we wouldn't have got Tsimikas because he'd been happy to continue to play Milner there. Like 1975 Jamrock, I love you to bits, bro, but there's absolutely no evidence to show that Klopp was happy with his squad, or else he wouldn't have bought Minamino in January either. You'd have gone through the whole season not buying anyone. He wanted reinforcements, he just wasn't there.
I believe he was 90% happy with his squad, but you're right. There was one or two players I think he would 100% have got if they'd have let him.
I'll be honest, I can't get on board with the whole we are a sell to buy club. And again, I've said this, I don't have a problem with it as long as we sell and then buy.
You know what? I cannot wait for the end. I cannot wait for part 2 of FSG in or out when the window's shut. That is going to be a very interesting episode, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I'll never fully be on board with it unless I see it actually bear fruition to the point where we can compete with any team in football. And we're not even close at the moment.
Sorry to cut you. Is this true?
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah.
Is this a fact?
Yeah, this is
Suarez
fact.
has got the second most assists of all time in world football.
Yeah, so that's for anyone listening. It's Musa LFC super chat. Is Suarez has the second most assists of all time? That is fact.
Who's first?
Messi, I believe.
Probably Messi. That's just a guess, but probably Messi.
Suarez has got in the whatever.
Yeah.
But and think, of the goals that he's. But this is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm actually putting him in the conversation with Ronaldo there. Like,
Yes,
I'm actually
he is.
putting him in the conversation. He's not just allowed at the table. He's in the conversation with Cristiano.
Suarez has to be, in my opinion, Suarez is top 6 or 7 strikers of all time.
He probably is, But he might even be top 5.
He could be.
Let me put it into perspective,
We have to take away the person and the football.
Take away the person. We're talking footballing ability. Let me just say these numbers from when he came into Liverpool to when he left at Barca. These are just all competitions. This goes, so I can't bring up assists, All right, 4, but that was when he first came to the league and he played 13 appearances, But I'm just going to go here now. 17, 30, then 31. So his last 2 seasons at Liverpool was 30 and 31, Then he went to Barca. 25, 59, 37, 31, 25, 21, and then Atletico 21 when they thought he was done.
That's
mad, bro. That consistency there.
And he's not just goals. And it's not just goals.
Bro, and I ain't even got the assist record.
Well.
The assist record is
crazy.
You know, I think Matt actually might be right. If you're talking about pure number 9s, I think Suarez might be top 5 ever.
But he's that stupid. But because I didn't Ajax as well. In Ajax, I think he got 40. What was it?
I think he got 44 goals in one season.
It says 49. Ajax 09-010 season, man got 49 goals in 48 appearances. Season before he got 28 in 43. Season before he got 22 in 44. Season before, actually no, that was Groningen. So even when he was at Groningen, he was still banging in goals, bro.
So basically, what you're telling me, Matt, apart from the fact that apart from the half season when he came Liverpool in January, every year of his career he got more than 20 goals in a season. Every year.
Bar 1, 11-12 season for us, but we know why that was.
But how many goals did he get for Ajax up until that point?
All right, so no, but what it is in Ajax, all right, for Ajax, he had altogether 111 goals.
No, but that season, bro. You see that season, he only got 4 goals for us.
Yeah,
so before we bought him,
12 in 24.
So he still got 16 in a season where he swapped clubs and he had a whole load of...
And he had a ban as well.
His lowest season was really his first full season, which was the 31 league appearances. He only got 11 goals and it's 17 overall. But once he decided to stop biting people, and if he was going to bite, it was only the World Cup or whatever it was, yeah. He then went on a madness. 30, 31, 25, 59, 37, 31, 25, 21, 21. That's stupid,
dumb.
bro.
That is dumb.
Bruv, you see the season when he scored 59? He scored 40 in the league in 35 appearances. I don't think Messi could talk to him that season, if I'm being honest, you know. If I remember correctly, I don't think Messi. I think he outscored Messi that season. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, I
Messi
think he
probably
did.
scored 97.
I think there was one season where he got the Pichichi and that.
Yeah,
It might
have been that season where he
if there are seasons in your career where you scored more goals than you played games, that is madness.
Yeah,
it always is. Like it's just stupid.
Let's get the next callers in. Let's read the super chat. Get the next callers in. Mario says Suarez was on course to be the best striker ever. Shame we had a complete nutter. Yeah, agreed. Mario also says, remember his 4 goals against Norwich? Yeah. Ruddy does as well. Ruddy ain't slept well at all since then. Zotta says, Yaya was at Liverpool's training today. He was. Maybe he's going to be Genie's replacement.
Yaya Toure?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if he and some people have said he was going to Liverpool shorts as well, you know.
He was in the Liverpool shorts. Mane invited him. He's good friends with Mane. Mane invited him. He wanted to come and watch us train.
He just came for a kickabout, yeah?
No, he came to watch us train.
That's our new signing, bro.
Did someone give him a cake? But you know, if he ain't got that cake, he can play.
Cake.
New signing, bro. New signing. New midfielder.
975 Jamrock says
still pack a free kick.
Probably can with both feet. 975 Jamrock says, yeah, we'll agree to strongly disagree on that. No, we will. Here's the thing, Jamrock. When we do this FSG in versus FSG out debate for the second time, we definitely want you on it. Definitely want you on it. All right, next caller. Abs, how you doing, brother?
What are you saying? My 3 favorite ops on planet Earth. What's going on?
That's such an oxymoron.
What's going on, bro?
No, not too bad. First of all, the disrespect on my club's name, comparing us to Arsenal, that club with Aubameyang and Lakabunda up top. Allow it, bro. They don't have any of these, you know. They don't have any of these. What do they have from the
Boomerang, you know? Oh my days.
Lakabunda as well, you know.
Man said a boomerang and lack of threat, by Arsenal's getting it, boy. Flipping
horrible.
Nah, fun, Lacazette. But nah, you know what it is? So obviously, you spoke about TT earlier. First question, and I know I'm going to give it... Wait, sorry?
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right, come. So first question, have a go to my guy Drifty, because I know he loves this guy. His partner, the Don, the man who had the best touch I've ever seen in the Premier League, Dennis Bergkamp. I need you, Drifty, if you can, to rank these 3 men here. Dennis Bergkamp, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldinho, if you can.
What in general or for first touch?
Not first touch. That's not fair, man. But just overall, because for me, Ronaldinho, the best player to ever play football. I don't even care. Messi's a leg man. Don't get it twisted. But Ronaldinho is my personal goal. And then this one, I'm gonna throw it to Matt, because you see earlier when you were talking about other ballers just other certain Liverpool ballers like Beardsy and Barnes, it got me thinking about some players who've been disrespected over the years. So, for example, Sami Hyypiä. Sami Hyypiä, for me, everyone talks about Jamie Carragher being a don in defence. Hyypiä was light years ahead of him. Light years. This man was in a completely different galaxy to Carragher, to be perfectly honest.
This man knows his football.
So, based on that, I need you to tell me 3 of the most underrated players you've seen at Liverpool
Mm-hmm.
The ultimate Lengman up top, except he ain't no Lengman. So I can't run still.
Cool. Freedom most underrated Liverpool players.
That's
yeah?
a
Cool,
difficult
cool.
one still. That's a
It
difficult.
is.
Okay.
Yeah, Hoopier goes on top, man. Honestly, that guy, you won't get past him. I think him, Stam, Carvalho, the three most disrespected centre backs ever playing the Premier League.
Facts.
These man,
Oh yes.
if they they'd win the league. Trust. Play them three in the back three, you're not getting past it still. It's lock off, 3 condoms in the middle. That's it.
No, Abs, those are phenomenal questions. But it just begs the question though, why choose Chelsea when you could be a Liverpool fan when you come with such educated
you know your
stuff,
Liverpool
bro?
history, bro.
Nah, you see what it is? Because obviously I told you my dad's a Liverpool fan still, so he tried to indoctrinate me in it. But obviously it was an auntie thing because God rest her soul, she passed away a good few years ago. But she was
All right.
she used to be a season ticket holder at Stamford Bridge, and she took me to bare Liverpool games. So remember the 4-4 at Stamford Bridge when Lampard hit off the post?
Yes.
Oh, that was madness, you know. And then she took me to the last game at Arsenal when we sent those clowns packing to, you know, Robin and Joe Cole. You know what we're on.
No, fair dude.
No, I rate that. I respect
For real.
that. But nah.
Well,
Abs, my bro, we're going to chop up those questions now.
Definitely.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Take care, bro.
Take care, bro.
Do you need a little bit of time, Matt? Or
Yeah, let me have a little
Do you need a little bit of time, Drew? Like, both your questions are mad. I'm just sitting there comfy now, boy. Who wants to go first? I got a timer.
Not me. I need to think, bro.
but you know what
laughed
Abs
at my
did,
question before.
what Abs did was he gave me a little bit of a leeway to allow me into my answer here, because if we're just talking overall, we're not talking about specific position. Because I think Bergkamp's the best number 10, but that's a specific position.
I'm starting a minute now.
Okay. Ronaldinho, Dennis, Zizou.
Oh. Anything you want to add? You've got 48 seconds there.
Nah, that's all that needs to be said.
Cool.
I
Matt
was
didn't get as
watching
much time.
the other day, and I just thought
Matt is stressed. Matt is stressed right now.
Shut Man's tired.
You know,
Man's
there's
tired.
one man who ever bodied Sami Hyypiä in his whole Liverpool career. And it was
I
just that
know.
one time when Drogba did it. That was it, you know.
Yeah.
Sure.
You ready, Matt?
Right. Yeah, go on.
Let's go.
Hyypiä probably is definitely one. This is no order, but Hyypiä is definitely one. Because I think, again, people always say Liverpool's greatest ever defender might be Jamie Carragher, like in the Premier League era. There's an argument it was Hyypiä. Other person I would say, believe it or not, Jordan Henderson. He's the captain of Liverpool, and he's still underrated to this day. I think people look at him and think because he was the captain after Steven Gerrard, they just think, I had to be on that level for him to get ratings. Well, he does what he needs to do. He's quality, you know what I'm saying? And he's won us a trophy that we haven't won in 30 years. Last person. I'm going to go Didi Hamann, you know. I think he's still a bit underrated. Reason being, if we ever talk about Liverpool's best midfielders over the last how many years, it's always Gerrard, Alonso and Mascherano. I think that's always been the three. And even though Hamann kind of does get mentioned every now and again, he's not normally there. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the timer, you know? Damn, son. I forgot about the timer. I don't mind. I was generally thinking that, yeah.
Shut your mouth.
No.
I counted my dirty.
You know, Buddha.
That's for the Dembele. I had to get you
know,
back, bro.
Buddha. No. Oh, man.
Oh, man, he would hate.
Mario said, Matt, do you think Naby is underrated?
Do you know what? All honesty, yeah, because he's injured. So I don't think people will ever give him credit. But I think, here's the joke. If he weren't injured, everyone would be going crazy. I think it's just injury. So people, yeah, they probably do underrate him, bro. Real talk. They probably do.
Mario also says, yeah, in Greek means grandma. Appreciate that, bro.
Okay.
But we've all in fact, you know what? We're here to learn new things. If you could teach us a new Greek word every week, we'll be all right with that. As long as it's clean. I don't want to be going somewhere thinking I'm smart, say a Greek word, and then get my face smashed in. So please keep it clean with the Greek words. Should we get next caller?
Dutchman in your list, though, you know, Matt. But yeah, we'll move.
No, I know Genie's in there.
No. Do you know what we do? We do an underrated Liverpool 11.
I know Genie was in there, but even people like Marcus Babbel, like
not even just Genie, but Cal.
Do you know what though? Here's the thing though. As good as no, that's true. But there's a few though.
I think we should do a team. I think we should do an 11.
I think for me though, John Henderson.
Gerrard.
No.
You know how many non-Liverpool fans sleep on Steve?
No, but
that's being silly. That's just a
But again,
silly,
I thought this was just been.
No, you put them on a lie detector test and you'll see that pen just going like this. See, do you know
what as well though? That question could have been seen in two parts. I took it as amongst Liverpool fans, not as a world basis. Because if you said, that's what I say. If you said like overall,
Liverpool, they all sleep on Steven.
Then I would have put Gerrard in there because they still think certain man are better than him.
But this man who told me this, like, let's not get into
No, we know.
Slow them, my bare feelings, them, my carry. Slow them. Gonna bring in our next caller, Delante.
I'm gonna get my charger. One sec.
Yes. What's going on, guys?
Not too bad. Bro. How you doing? Can you hear us, Delante?
Oh, what's happening with the apple juice? I mean,
Probably.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We're good, bro.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me, bro. Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Kyle, I've got an issue with you and Matt. Yeah, Drift's my guy. So Drift, you just take a sip of some supermodel saying. Just let me and Matt have this little one-to-one discussion.
I did a Birdman clap.
Birdman, easy. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the Jay-Z Nas thing because this is a football show. I mean, I don't want no beef tonight, you know what I mean? Like, I've got bills to pay and all that, so let's just keep it like All right, basically, my first question is about Joe Gomez. Why is it that you, Cal, and Matt don't rate Gomez? Because I'm hearing a lot of Liverpool fans giving him a lot of slack in terms of Matt being better than him. And when people forget that Joe Gomez, I've seen him directly live at Charlton and Liverpool, and I've seen him basically improve over the years. And basically, he's covered right back, left back, the first couple of seasons with Brendan. And then obviously Klopp, he deflected. He got his chance in the 18-19 season ahead of Matip, of course. And he was having a fantastic season apart from, when he got injured. And then fair play to Matip. He took over the reins and we know what happened in that season, etc., etc. And I just think a lot of fans sleep on him and they're just dismissing him because of Konate. And let's be real. Joe Gomez is 23, 24 and he will improve over time. And also,
Nalante, you still there, Nalante?
People saying that he hasn't got the leader qualities. Well, again, you don't necessarily have to have the lead.
So, is it just me, or can you guys hear Nalante?
Yeah, to have the leader qualities to be a great player. So that's who had the.
Yeah, now
I can hear out a bit though, bro.
Yeah, out.
Yeah, sorry. I think, did you guys get my first point?
About Gomez, the Gomez one, yeah.
Did you get my first point? Yeah. Okay, yeah. And just the second one, just to wrap it up shortly. Who do you think out of the two had the better short-term Liverpool career out of Harry Kewell and Ryan Babel? And that's my questions. I just want to big you guys up. I'm always sending messages in the chat, in the DMs anyway. And just big yourself up and keep up the good work, all three of you.
Big up, bro. Big up, man. Unfortunately, guys, I've got to shoot. But I will be back for the next show. Apologies, I've got to shoot kids and all that again on a mad thing. But yeah,
because they heard you speaking bad about Bobby, boys. See, I just said it again. I don't blame him, bro.
Sure.
We'll catch up.
But yeah, we'll catch up anyway, guys. These men will
Yeah,
take
yeah.
you out, people. So trust me.
Yeah.
Smash the like if you haven't already. And actually, furthermore, if I can, I'll try and come back on if you haven't
we
finished
still, yeah.
anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
man.
All right, you
Bless.
guys. In a bit.
Cool.
Bless. Well,
Um,
as Nolante said, I'm allowed to kick back, bro. So they're both for you, bro. Do your thing.
So Gomez, I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit harsh on Gomez. I think Gomez is very good. I do think he's overrated by our fan base, so a little bit. I think he's extremely versatile. Obviously, he can play right back, left back, and centre back. But in terms of footballing IQ, positional sense, etc., I don't think he's better than Matip right now. Could he become better than Matip? Yes, he's got age on his side. But I think as of right now, I think Matip is the better centre back. And I think we look more solid defensively when Matip's playing, in my personal opinion. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Gomez is far from rubbish. I hope no one thinks that I think Gomez is rubbish. I just think Matip's better.
I mean, you threw some shade in there, but fair enough.
I know, no, I didn't. I tried.
Hey,
Yeah,
Gomez
just
is my guy.
trying to get me rushed, bro. The second question was, who had the better short career out of Kuhl and Babel?
That's a tough one.
That is.
That is a very tough one.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to say Babel maybe had a couple more memorable moments over Kuhl. Like, for me, Kuhl's biggest moment was probably the goal against Everton in the Merseyside derby, which we won 3-1 when Gerrard got sent off. We won that game with 10 men, and he scored a rocket of a goal to secure that 3-1 victory. Babel, I think, of the goal he scored against Marseille when he came off the bench and hit a rocket. I think of the winner he got against Manchester United.
You got the seal
against Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
So,
I think Babel probably just edges it in moments. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
Probably right. Kuhl goes down in history of literally one of the biggest could have been of any player we've signed. People that don't know Harry Kuhl don't realise he was a world-class baller.
You could argue that with Babel as well, though, bro.
Yeah, but like Babel was more of a potential and he just didn't fulfill it. Whereas at least Kuhl was different, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he was different, bro. It's so upsetting that never worked out, man. So upsetting. Man would have gone. He could have gone on to being better than Giggs, bro, in terms of like left wingers in the Premier League. But yeah,
very true. We're gonna bring our next caller in. Conroy, is that you, bro?
That's me, mate. 2 secs.
Yes. No problem, brother.
He's good.
Yes, brother. How you doing?
Good, guys. That's an interesting debate. I think people forget Harry Kuhl's first season. Harry Kuhl I'd say he's actually probably scored, off the top of my head, Harry Kuhl, he wasn't ravaged by injuries the first season because he started off quite well. He signed from Leeds in the 03-04 season, the Carlsberg one. He scored quite a few goals. And actually, he definitely started like he was going to be that player. Whereas I think Babel, if you argue management or whatever, but like Babel faded, where I feel like injury was a main reason for Kuhl. Because even when he did get fit, he scored a screamer against Spurs as well, first time volley. So
that was West Brom.
No, the one against Spurs when it was like the crossfield, I think Finn and switches. Is that not Tottenham?
No, that was West Brom. I'm almost certain that was West Brom.
Is that not Risa against West Brom?
No, Kuhl got one against West Brom. It was a volley. We won that game 1-0.
You lot are racking my memory, boy.
Possibly, yeah. But it was a screamer. It was the I think it was
it was. Finn, and he lashed it.
But it was just, I just see when he had short hair. I think people forget he started off really well, Kuhl. Like he scored against Leeds, scored the goal against Arsenal, like done really well, and just unfortunate. Sorry, guys, don't hold you up. It's been a great show.
Not at all, bro.
But honestly, we have to talk about Jamie's story and when he said, "Put the gun away."
The moment he said he carries a water pistol, that's why his name triggered. That was me. God.
And it was how Jamie just went to Sledge, like, put the gun away. And honestly, that is the funniest thing I've
heard. And the wicked
thing
is, if you shot someone in the eye with vodka, you fucked them up, you know?
I thought it was a metaphor at the start when he said he's carrying a water pistol with him, but no, he literally was. No, just a functioning alcoholic. No, but it was funny.
Conroy, I was mistaken. It was actually Tottenham. You were spot on. It was Tottenham.
Mate, that's that's Conroy 1 and Cal 99. So I wouldn't want to look at me.
No, it's not. You get plenty right, Conroy. You get plenty right.
No, but sorry guys. What I was going to say was just because as I was waiting, there's so many things I wanted to say. It was like also if you love TLC, that reference, right? I don't want no scrubs. You have to watch the other guys and the references. Yes. So in the other guys, the movie, there's basically a full thing for the full movie. It's Michael Keaton just doing TLC references. It sounds mad, but it's hilarious. but yeah, the question was right. It was again, I'm done with football. I've ran out of football questions, so I thought I'd just mix it up a bit. Cal, what is you? Obviously, Coppish is like. It is what it is. You get Thursdays or Fridays now with Coppish. That's how big Coppish are now. You're actually changing people's days of the week, right? I'm not getting to my work tomorrow because I'm all over it. No, but my question is, Cal, what's your favourite? You could say Football Banter Show, Coppish, whatever. Just like what you've done, not maybe guested on, just like either hosted or you've all been involved in as a kind of the triplet. What's been your favourite show, YouTube show or activity, stream, whatever you want? From the kind of Coppish family. And Drift as well, if you want that one as well, mate. And the other question was, both of you, because Matt's left, what's your favourite TV show? Because the movie one was last week was actually really good because I hadn't seen T2 in ages. So I'm going to watch it this weekend because I spoke about that. So this is actually for Matt. I don't care about what you say. It's just I'm going to write it down and watch it. But no, just that was the two questions, guys. So just, favourite kind of Coppish or Football Banter Show YouTube stream videos ever done, experience, and your two favourite TV shows, or one of your favourite TV shows, because times are changing. You had Sopranos kind of broke the mould, and then since then there's been, in the last probably 5 years, there's been a lot of amazing shows kind of lifted the standard. So just one.
I'll give you one from all the different genres then.
Sounds good. Do that.
Cool,
class.
cool.
All right. Cheers, guys. All right.
Guys,
can I do one more thing? Sorry, guys. I don't usually do a shout out or anything like that, but it was just to say, I know you do the Day Trippers and that on the show, and shout out to LSE Day Trippers. Just to say, me and Daz TV we're doing. It's the first show tomorrow for the new Day Trippers show, which is the kind of pre-match countdown to kickoff.
Is that at 10?
No, the first one tomorrow because the game's at 5 o'clock, quarter past 5 o'clock kickoff. It'll be an hour before the game. Me and Daz for half an hour just break down the lineup and have a bit of chat. So just to say, we're doing that tomorrow, quarter past 4. So if you want to tune in, great. But that's it, guys. So
make sure you get over there and watch that.
Make sure.
Thanks, guys. All right. See you soon.
And everyone, subscribe to Conroy's channel as well. Conroy Talks.
Need to remember that, eh? Cheers, guys. See you later.
Nice one, bro.
Big up, bro.
All right, which one do you want to do first, Juice? My TV one's easy.
The moments first, because
that is favorite stream that we've been involved in.
Yeah. That is
there's been a lot, but I'm gonna cheat slightly. I'm gonna say the one we did straight after lifting the trophy.
No, do you know what? You're right because
that was a special
for
stream.
all intents and purposes. The joy and the feeling in that moment was next level. But you know what is kind of close to it though, bro, was when we officially won the league and we did the calling show, and it was our first ever calling show. Do you remember that show we did? So we Chelsea lost to Man City and we went live randomly. But
I wasn't on that one. Because I came in. Not because the night.
100% you was in that one.
No, the night we officially won it, I was at my mum's with Little Man, and I maybe jumped on. I literally maybe jumped on for 2 minutes.
Bro, I'm gonna have to go back. Are you sure, bro? I'm sure.
Positive. I was only in it for a couple of minutes because I was at my mum's.
When Chelsea beat City,
I was at my mum's with Little Man.
I'm gonna have to go. I thought you was. No, I'm sure you was there the whole time, bro.
No, I weren't. I wasn't. I was in. It was you and Matt. It was you and Matt that ran that one.
But I definitely remember the trophy lift was a beautiful one. Yeah. I got the champagne out.
You dyed your beard red. I dyed my hair red.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That was a big one. That was big. That was big. I love that.
That was quality. TV show for me is The Wire. I think I've said that a few times. The Wire for me is Just
Breaking Bad for me.
Over Wire.
Yeah, I'm going Breaking Bad. Best TV show ever made.
See, I like Breaking Bad, but I think there was some bits that are far-fetched. Whereas The Wire, it was based on a true story.
I mean, I think it was pretty realistic. I mean, maybe a tiny 2% Hollywood, but I think Breaking Bad was pretty realistic. I mean, all right, so we're going to do, so that's your best overall, but let's just quickly do a quick, what's your best comedy?
I knew this was coming. All right, so I've got two that I can't distinguish. Friends and Fresh Prince.
Ooh. Okay.
But I'm a big Blackish and Modern Family fan. But Fresh Prince and Friends, they got me through certain periods of life that I'll always have a nostalgic feeling.
No, I hear that. Because Friends, you know what? I wrestle with it. If you pulled my arm, because Friends is right up there. And you know what?
Right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Shout out to Kagan, Kaid Fagan as well.
Shout out to Everyone Hates Chris, because that was
jokes as well. The Office. Shout out to Ethan.
I think I'm gonna have to go with My Wife and Kids. That is my show.
I feel like the jokes became a bit obvious after a while.
Nah, bro. But I'm not having it. I'm not letting you say anything bad about my wife.
Yeah, do you know what? I don't want to say anything bad, but I love it. Ish. Desmond, bro. Desmond, you know. Pork pie. My name is Pork Pie.
Pork pie.
Yeah, Pork Pie. Desmond was legendary.
Desmond, it is kind of. I mean, what's your best sci-fi TV series?
I don't know. I'm not really. What would you count as sci-fi? What would you put in sci-fi though?
Something like The 100 would be sci-fi, innit? So it's far-fetched, innit?
I don't know what 100 is. I've got to be honest.
Oh, like the Earth was like unlivable, so they went up to space and then they come back down to Earth and realize they can live there again. Like, you know, like that type of stuff. It's like science fiction, innit?
Would Walking Dead fit into that?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
might go Walking Dead.
Yeah, no, that's for me, 100%. Walking Dead is just it's levels, bro.
And again, I've got a special affiliation with Walking Dead. So the last holiday me and my missus had before Stevie was born, we went to a resort. Just had a relaxing holiday because she was a couple months out from giving birth. And we literally had like a little not a resort, sorry, we had like an apartment in the resort to ourselves. Literally we'd wake up, go eat breakfast, come back, shower, chill by the pool for a little bit, and then go back up to the room when it was super hot where she couldn't just sit outside in the heat, and we would just binge The Walking Dead. And that show right there, like, she was pregnant at the time, brother, and there were certain points in that where I was like, she's going to give birth because she's getting into this too much. Like, there are certain times I was like, no, we need to go for a walk because you're going to end up giving birth in this country and Stevie's going to have a passport that we ain't going to have. Like, it's going to get techie.
Walking
that right
Dead
there.
Mad. Walking Dead is mad. But,
Negan.
I can't. That brother there, you know. I'm trying to remember. You know what? You see with The Walking Dead, yeah, I don't want to go into it because I need to actually catch up the new season.
Yeah,
I haven't actually started. But you know what always annoys me though, bro? And even though I get why they did it, just because of the G that he is, even though he was a backstabbing best friend at the same time, you know, in season 2 when they killed, and this is a spoiler alert, anyone who ain't watched Walking Dead, stop listening.
Yeah.
In season 2 when they killed Rick's best friend, Punisher.
Oh, yes.
What was his name again? How can I forget his name? Not Sean.
Shane?
See, when they killed Shane, tell me Shane wouldn't have... You see certain situations they got into
Shane
in that
would have been. Yeah, but
Not
Shane would have
dealt with that.
but Shane would have also got them in bad situations as well. Shane was a good... Like, he was a problem and he's a cure as well.
Shane was a bad man, bro.
Sorry, but can I just say, you see the Punisher? That is up there for me, bro.
Bro, even before the Punisher, because I love
Punisher.
You see, no, but what's the Punisher the spin-off from though, bro?
Daredevil.
Bro, Daredevil?
Big. Big.
Bruv.
Punisher and Daredevil.
Daredevil. You see, do you know how annoyed I am that Marvel and Netflix couldn't come to an agreement on both and they ended, but bruv, what are they doing? You figure it out, you get it done, bro.
Yeah,
because that is some of the best TV ever. Bruv, Daredevil, bruv.
Goodness.
Different level. Days, bro. Punisher's my guy, you know. Like, yeah, listen, you wanna rant with, but yeah, there are no other genres I can think of, really. Comedy, science fiction, drama. Yeah, there aren't really any other things. Bro.
Cool. Great question from Conroy again. Light of the World FC for Community says, happy birthday to LFC hero Dirk Kuyt, 41 today, 71 goals, 33 assists and 285 appearances. Let us drop the beat for Mr. Dirk Kuyt.
Dirk.
One and only Dirk. Top boy.
You know what? Got to bring this one up because apparently, unfortunately, they're not allowed to actually do super chats from Kenya.
Oh, I didn't know that. Again, I'm not going to try and pronounce your name because I think I'm going to absolutely butcher it. But sadly, we can't super chat in Kenya. Most of the attacking players we are linked with are wingers. Do you think Klopp will go back to his old system of 4-2-3-1 with a pure striker up front? I think if he has the availability of the players he wants or need for that system, then yes, I think he does. If not, then I think he sticks with 4-3-3.
I agree with that.
Like 75, Jamrock says, Cal, when's the debate? I have 6 pages of notes. We ain't having a debate now if you've got that much on it.
As soon as the window shuts, bro.
When the window shuts, that's when we'll do it. So, yes, that's when we'll do it. Next caller, bro. Jamal. Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, brother. How you doing?
Yeah, before my time, guys, this weather what you guys are experiencing now, this is a regular thing in Trinidad, man. I just have to say that, man.
Oh, with the heat.
Yeah.
No, but you know, bro, I've been to Trinidad. The heat is beautiful. It don't hit like horrible humidity.
It's because we got more pollution over here.
Yeah,
so it feels a lot more clammy. You feel a lot more sticky.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, though, you see that Trinidad sun? I was in Tobago. I had factor 50. Yeah, factor 50. You don't get more than factor 50. And I tried to sunbathe for 45 minutes, and that sun said, "All right, well, you think you can just sit out here? Yeah, just like that. Yeah, all right, cool." I got burnt to rust. If you'd have seen the way all my chest, listen, you know that Jamal, you might know. You know that aloe vera cream you lot have got over there for when you get sunburned.
Yeah.
Bruv, that weren't even working. That's how burnt I was, bruv. It worked, bruv.
Yeah.
Oh man, that Tobago
no
heat
joke.
was hitting me differently. But yeah, you lot don't get that humidity we get, bro. It's horrible over here with that humidity, man.
Okay, guys, my 2 question is,
Go
you know
for it,
what?
brother.
Yeah, Drifty, this is for you. The saddest moment in Liverpool. No, the saddest match in Liverpool history. The match will make you. I know you have street cred, but the guy will make the water wheels come out. What makes you emotional? And Carl, the saddest transfer for you. The transfer would also make you very emotional. That's what I want.
Outgoing or incoming?
Outgoing.
Okay.
Yeah, outgoing. Yeah, I would just say for me, the saddest game for me was I would lie by Chelsea, Liverpool, 13-14. Gerrard slipped. I couldn't eat for days, man. That was very painful. And the angriest for me is it have to be Kiev, man. I mean, when Karius did that, I swear, if Karius guys, if Karius was next to me, we will have scrapped. I'm telling you, we will have scrapped on the spot. I was so angry, man. and for me, it have to be Coutinho, man. After Coutinho, I'm not gonna love these players we have now, truly, man, because I would like Coutinho ripped my heart out and stamped it on the ground. So yeah, that's all you guys. But I want to hear your guys ones.
We'll do, bro. We'll do that now.
Big up, bro.
Always a
big
pleasure,
up, guys.
bro.
Peace, guys. The likes, come on, man. You got
yes, please.
The likes.
Yeah, smash the lights, people. Come on, people.
Lights, people. Big up, Jamal. You want to go first, Cal?
Yeah, I'll go first. Saddest transfer is between 3, and I'll get to 1. Torres, Robbie Fowler, and Coutinho. Robbie Fowler because, as you all know, Robbie Fowler is my second favourite Liverpool player of all time. Not saying he's our second best Liverpool player. I'm just saying he was my second favourite. He's the reason I started supporting Liverpool. Torres, because Torres was just the guy who just made us popular again, like really popular again. And he just seemed all worldly. And then Coutinho, because it felt at that time we were on the cusp of something magical. And obviously we still went on to achieve magical stuff. But you imagine Coutinho at his prime alongside Virgil, Fabinho, Alisson. And I think we dominate the Champions League and the league 2 seasons in a row, in my opinion. And we're not sitting here right now asking for a creative player because we would have already had one. So if I'm going to say out of the 3, though, Robbie Fowler, that broke my heart. And I was a kid at that time. That really broke my heart.
Well, I'm surprised, bro. See that when they tried to give us Andy Carroll?
No, but Andy Carroll at the time, you could understand why they went for it. Hindsight is a beautiful thing. No, at the time, obviously, no, but he wasn't meant to be coming to replace Torres. He was coming in to play alongside Suarez.
Yeah, they can swing it whichever way they want.
That's the only way I sleep at night, by making it like that.
You know what? The saddest moment, yeah, it would be Kiev. It would be Kiev. But based on the occasion, it will be the Gerrard Chelsea. Fine. And it wasn't even just that. It was my nana's 90th birthday. All the family were around. I wasn't even supposed to be watching the game, but I said, no way am I missing this. Some family members were actually kind of like goading me almost. Like, I don't know. Maybe they didn't want to talk to me ever again. I don't know, because you start saying things like, "Oh, Chelsea's going to win this one, innit?" and all that crap.
Yeah, don't do that around me. I don't get why people do that. Don't do that around me.
You know that whole respect for elders. I had to really listen to that respect for elders, because
don't do that
around you, aunties and that, and then like it's like, yo, to be honest, if we win this game, we win the league. So what you're doing right now, you're trying to upset the balance of my life. What you think, because you're an auntie, you get away with that? Not really. You know what I mean? And then no, but here's the wickedest one. People like my pops and my mum afterwards saying, it's just a game.
Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Just leave me alone and let me solve.
Yeah. Just no, but here's the wicked thing, Bobo. The reason why, and this is when I know that I like football or I love football too much, I was sulking for the rest of the day, and I should have been enjoying my nana's 90th birthday. God rest her soul. And that was when I knew football and Liverpool were different to me. That I was sulking for the rest of the day, and I should have been enjoying my nana's 90th birthday. And at that point, I hadn't seen my nana for about maybe 4 or 5 years. So it's the first time I've seen her for a long time. And like, you know, I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, cause it's mad. Like, you see, Man U and Liverpool drew. I can't remember what season it was, but there was a game we drew, and the game was on the day of my nana's funeral. It was Liverpool versus Man United on the day of my nana's funeral, and the game was a draw. And I know that my nana made that draw happen because nobody was supposed to be happy on that day. You just feel like things were supposed to come together. And we weren't even going to watch the game. All my uncles and that were like, your nana would have wanted you to watch it. Let's put it on. And at the after party, we had the game was on, innit? So it's one of them ones. But it just for the sentiment of it, it was the slip. If it wasn't my nana's birthday, it would be Kiev. But because of the sentiment, it's the Gerrard slip. It was peak, man.
Bruv, the Gerrard slip, you lot are going to laugh at me. Bruv, I slept. After that game, me and the missus ended up having an argument because I was just ratty. I slept on one pillow and I spooned another pillow. just for the sake of it. I've never spooned a pillow in my life, bro. I don't know why I spooned the pillow. I don't know what comfort it gave me, but I just needed to be held at that moment, innit? But I didn't want human interaction either. Bro, you see when Gerrard slipped and they scored and they panned back to Stephen's face, my heart shattered. My heart shattered. If I could have swapped places with him right there, I'd have done it.
The wickedest thing that is, though,
he
bro,
didn't deserve that.
He didn't, but at that moment, I didn't believe we were going to lose, which is what's weird, because remember, that was in the first half.
I did.
Did you? What? But from that, like, there was still like 60 minutes.
They parked the bus from the first.
No, but I felt
second.
that we'd get an equaliser, bro, because remember, we didn't need a win. All we needed was a draw in that game, you know?
We missed Henderson too much, and we didn't have
we
didn't have any width on the left-hand side. No, Sturridge came on second half.
No, he only came on with like 20 minutes to go or something.
No, I think he started the second half, if I'm not mistaken. But remember, even down the left-hand side, Flanagan was playing left back, and he had a good season that season. But we had no natural width to cross the ball in or anything.
Yeah.
And it killed us that game because you needed to play quickly. Chelsea just boxed them in, and then when the second goal went in, I was just like, if Torres had scored that second goal, oh gosh, I don't know where I'd have been.
You know what? That's the only time I got a little bit of respect back for him, because I think he deliberately didn't want to go.
I do as well.
I genuinely believe he didn't actually want to score the goal. I do.
Yeah. 975 Jamrock says, I love LFC more than any player or coach. Also, LFC don't like dealing with Raiola after he accused Klopp of treating black players unfairly, quasi racist. Did he say that, or was he saying that based on the Balotelli that he didn't give him a chance? Again, Raiola's got problems with everyone. I didn't see anyone say we should be in for dealing with Raiola when we all wanted Marlon, though. So is it only because we're looking at expensive players, we're saying we don't want to touch Raiola because Marlon's a Raiola, so is Gravenberch. He pretty much runs like a lot of the players. So does that mean we never touch him? You're not the
it
players.
was definitely wrong of him to accuse Klopp of being a racist.
If he actually accused Klopp of being a racist, then obviously we can't. Here's the thing: Klopp doesn't have to deal with Raiola. Klopp's not the one negotiating the contracts.
It's difficult though, you know, because he does seem like he's a hard man to just even have one of his players at the club. You know what I mean?
No, I hear that, but Klopp's not the one dealing with Raiola. So again,
but if Klopp knows that his player's got Raiola in his ear, it might irritate him still, though. Do you get what I mean?
think that's where Klopp speaks to the person first, though. Klopp's a very good judge of character. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that our team is full of players who seem like good people. I don't think that's by accident. That's by design. So I think Klopp would speak to the player or find some way of speaking to the player. In terms of Klopp being racist, unless Klopp's the best actor I've seen in the world, then he's not racist. He'd have to be a bloody good actor.
We know that's a whole pile of crap.
Yeah,
Klopp really having a laugh.
And I hate when people are accused of being racist when they're not as well. Like, let's stop doing that.
It's not even just about colour when it comes to racism. There would also be that prejudice to where you're from. So if he's signing Polish players, Japanese players, African players, like, where's get out of here?
It's
the stupidest. To label Klopp a racist is actually one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Like, honestly, it's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Absolutely. If I'm being completely honest with you, not to go on a tangent, when I was looking at Liverpool, say like 10, 11, 12 times, I couldn't really relate to the team. If I'm just being honest, there was one guy and it was Glenn Johnson. That was it. I couldn't relate to the team. And then Brendan changed that, and then Klopp just came in and then just fully changed it. And now all I can do is relate to it. All I can do is, come on, man. Klopp a racist. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Cows Nettle Army, how you doing, brother?
How you doing, bro? Sweet, I say. You good?
Not too bad. We're good, bro. We're good. How you doing?
Yeah, man. I'm doing good, man. Hey, Drifty, man. You killed me with your analogies today. That one with the £1 in the pocket.
Yes.
Hey, that was
legendary.
That is legendary, you know.
We're still waiting on the book, Drifty. We're still waiting on the book.
Swear, man. You know, listen, man, I got a new one, man. I talked to my therapist yesterday, and he told me what's been paining you, and I said a guy called John W. Henry. He said, I've never heard of that name before in my life. And then what he said was, go to the opticians. I saw the opticians, and then somebody said my glasses, there's something wrong with my eyes and that. He said, name these three letters. The funniest one, they were FSG. I said, I can't see them because I don't know who they are. Never, ever gonna say those names, man. You know what I mean? Those letters, I don't know what they mean. Yeah, man. Facts, man. FSG, man. Like, listen, you know what? I'll be fair. I'm not gonna say anything until the transfer window's ended, but trust me, I've got something. I've got things waiting for them, man. You know what I mean?
We all do.
Waiting. We all do, man. You know what I mean? But what's it called? Yeah, man. I just wanted to touch on the part about the signings this summer and all of that. Why is it always sell to buy, man? I swear, like, I know where what's it called, a self-sustaining model and a club. I can understand that, but are you seriously telling me that every single club that's a self-sustaining model doesn't sometimes put their hands in their pockets and just try to get something up? Like, if you're telling me that we can't afford fucking Jared Bowen, what chance do we have? Like, I don't rate Jared Bowen myself. I'm telling you right now, Jared Bowen is shit. That's my opinion.
I've got to stop you, bro. He's not rubbish. He's not rubbish.
He's not Liverpool standard. He's not Liverpool standard.
No, I agree with that. He's not.
That's arguable. That's arguable, but he's not a rubbish player.
That's not arguable. He's not Liverpool standard. He's not. There's no way. There's no way.
He's not Liverpool level. He's not.
He's not Liverpool standard, man. If he's Liverpool standard, then Ollie Watkins is Liverpool standard. What's the difference?
That's a fact.
I'll come back to that. We're gonna do a member show on it. Look, all right. Do you rate Rafinha?
Yeah, I rate him.
What about Rafinha? Do you rate?
I rate that he's actually a footballer that can actually dribble and take on his man and actually has an end product, unlike Jared Bowen. How many times have I seen him this season
Jared Bowen, if I'm not mistaken, had more goals and more assists than Rafinha last season.
But look at the team that he plays for.
What, a pragmatic West Ham?
West Ham did not play pragmatic last season.
Yeah. West Ham weren't pragmatic last year, Cal.
For large parts of the season, they were pragmatic. Just because they got results doesn't mean they weren't pragmatic.
Okay, but I can flip it on your head. We rate Neto, but Neto does something in a pragmatic team. Does that mean that he's not better than Jared Bowen then?
No, but we know Neto's better than Bowen.
How do we know? I know.
Hold on. I'm not saying. What I will clear up quickly is Rafinha is better than Bowen. But what I will say is everyone goes crazy for Rafinha, and Bowen has got very similar stats.
Yeah,
that's
but then
because it's the eye test. There's something called eye test.
No, but that's why I agree that he's a better player. But for us to be saying he's not a standard or he's rubbish, I think that's very disingenuous. I just think it's because he's not a fashionable player.
It's not a fashionable. I disagree with that because we all know he's not Liverpool standard. If I were to tell you right now, Jared Bowen goes to Arsenal, would you say he's Arsenal standard?
I think he's better than Pepe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But if I were to tell you right now, Jared Bowen goes to Man City, is he Man City standard?
No, but he's not starting at Man City. He's not starting at Liverpool either.
Okay.
He's not starting at Liverpool.
Thank you, Cal. You just answered my question.
But I'm going to ask you: does Bowen do more? And I'm not talking about who's a better player. I'm talking about who works better for Liverpool under Klopp: Jared Bowen or Shaqiri.
But that's not even that much of an upgrade, though.
No, but it's still an upgrade, though, right?
That's a minimal upgrade.
That's a minimum upgrade, man.
But everyone here rates Shaqiri.
That's like upgrading from a yard with one bedroom to 1 bedroom and a half. No difference, man.
And Shaqiri's only about fitting the system. If you're talking about as footballers, Shaqiri's way better.
Shaqiri's way better than Bowen as well.
Look, what I will say, I rate Rafinha more than Bowen. What I don't like, though, is everyone just shading Bowen because he's been linked to Liverpool. I actually think there's a very good player in there.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Would you pay 35 million for him, though?
How much?
35 million.
Oh, I thought you said 75 million. No.
Yeah, I'm not stupid. No way is that guy getting paid for 75.
35 mil. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pay 35 mil for him.
Thank you very much. You just answered the question. He's not Liverpool standard. The money that right now West Ham, Leeds, Aston Villa, all of these clubs can charge their players. Like, imagine if we went tomorrow and asked for Rafinha. You know, we'd get laughed at the room because we're gonna say, "Oh, we'll pay you for installments." We're installments FC, you know. I swear to God.
Every team pretty much pays for installments most of the time.
Yeah, but most of the time, but at least they put more down up front than we do. That 5 million up front for Thiago. People saying that was such a great deal. That's a stingy deal. We don't put money down.
No, I'm all right with however we do the deals as long as we get the players. I don't care if we pay £1 a week until the player's played off for. As long as the player comes in, I'm good with it.
I think you lose out on some players through trying to be too.
No, I agree, but that's what I've said. I don't care how we do it as long as we get the player. So if it means you've got to pay 36 mil up front for Neto to get Neto, then do it. But if
we're
you
not
have,
getting
if you can
Neto,
go in,
Cal.
No,
we're not getting Neto, Cal. We're not getting. Don't break my heart, man. You know me. I've always look at my Avi, man. You know what I mean? I had to take my Avi off the profile because I know it's not gonna happen, man. I had to stop staring at that shit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
No, look, I hear you, but I'm good as long as Liverpool get the player that we need. I don't care how we fund the deal.
Okay, but do you seriously? I agree with that. But do you seriously believe? Okay, let me ask you a question, Carl. Do you actually believe that if we don't sell another player, right now, do you think we'll sign another player this summer? Like, if we don't sell another player,
I think we'll sign at least 2 players before the end of the window.
No, but that's sell to buy. I'm saying if we don't, without selling, do you think we'll sign a player?
No.
So right now,
you answered my question again.
You just got Gruitch money right now. That's it. Are we gonna sign anyone?
10 mil. What's 10 mil gonna do? Oh, we can fund a new fucking medical stuff. Get that Chris Morgan pagan out of my club, man. You know what I mean?
All I'm saying, I think between now and the end of summer, I think we'll sign 2 players. Whether they're the players that are at the top of everyone's list, that remains to be seen. But I think we will sign 2 players before the end of the window.
Yeah, okay. I'll just make 2 more statements. One question for Drift, and one statement is going out to Jamrock. I'm putting you on notice, boy. I'm putting you on notice.
Jamrock's put you on notice as well. He said, I intend to snatch Carlos Neto's will to the bed.
mate. Listen, he said he's got the notes done. I've got the notes since 2013, mate. You ain't beating me on no notes when it comes to FSG. Them man there are getting absolutely rinsed. You ain't got nothing on me. Tell it right now, man. FSG in, eventually FSG out is going to be a slaughter. It's going to remind you of Shawn Michaels versus flipping Ric Flair when Ric Flair got retired. You know, the one's there. I'm going to have him on his knees begging for mercy. You know, that one's there, mate.
I can't wait, you know. I can't wait.
And what's it called? I'll ask a question. Drifty, I'm going to ask you one of the hardest questions you've ever been asked. Who's had a bigger legacy in their field? Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, or Muhammad Ali?
Oh my days. Fuck
that.
Yeah, no,
first
bro.
and foremost, that is one of the best questions we've ever had. And secondly, thank you so much for not asking me that question.
I was gonna think about asking you, but
you've already asked Drift now. It's too late.
I know. But I'll say the reason why I asked Drift and not Cal. The reason I never asked you because I saw on your Insta one time you went out with Michael Jackson. I was thinking this guy may have an agenda towards Michael, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm fair. Drifty, I don't see anything, but
fuck
I know you very well, man.
Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot.
I really want to see that question. Come on, let's see who you got. Who's got a bigger legacy in what they do? Come on.
Right, well, we're gonna let Drifty trot out. Pleasure as always, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Matt if Matt was around in it, but Matt ran away.
I'm supposed to do this in a minute.
Yes, you are meant to do this in a minute, Drew. I'll give you a minute 30. How about that?
Fuck yeah, no. All right.
Carlos Neto Army, always a pleasure, bro. And I'll stay in contact with you for the next FSG in and out debate as well.
Yeah, man. Let's oblige.
Yeah. Nice one, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let me finish this drink real quick.
You're gonna need something stronger.
All right, so this depends.
Your 1 minute 30 starts now.
Right, this depends. If you're talking about legacy, this depends because Muhammad Ali went against racism. He went against. He stood for so much that is meaningful in life, especially to black people. But then if you're talking legacy and you want to bring Jordan in, I think he's unquestionably the best sports person who's ever lived, and his legacy still goes on now. Yeah, like honestly, I do. And the man's got trainers. He's got like a brand. Like Nike took their tick off. He's so big. Nike took their tick off the Jordan brand. That is legacy, bro. And then Michael Jackson, he's got brothers fainting and passing out and dying in his concert because they're squashing each other to get a touch of the man. Like this guy went from black to white and he's still a legend. Like, bro, bloody hell.
It was vertigo, Drift. It was vertigo. That man did not bleach his skin. It was vertigo, Drift. It was vertigo.
I spun the bottle and I'm going to say Michael Jackson.
Cool. 1975 Jamrock says, facts only, Cows Neto. No opinions, facts only. I'm going to lie, I'm going to have to bring my A game for 1975 Jamrock. I am actually going to do some research for that one as well. And Drift knows I don't really do research like that when it comes to this sort of stuff. I'm going to bring my A game for you, 1975 Jamrock. I'm going to have
By the way, just to back up that statement I made before, people might think I was being wild. I don't think anybody in football is as clear as Michael Jordan as being the best, in my opinion. And that's why I think he's the best sportsman of all time. Because I think everything else, there's always somebody who can have a debate with you.
And that's
about
because that's because basketball's kind of limited to one country, though.
I hear that.
Global.
I hear that, but I still feel like
I think basketball's marketed very well, but it's not a global sport.
No, but the whole world watches it, though.
Doesn't make it a global sport, bro.
It kind of does.
Bro, name me an English basketball player.
Oh no, but if you're saying nationalities that take part, no, but I still think the NBA is a global brand, even though it's only in England.
No, it's a global brand. It's marketed fantastic. Americans know how to market. You could argue Usain Bolt was the most clear in his field. Shout out to, I didn't see who wrote Los Blancos talk. He says Usain Bolt. Now he is clear.
I completely understand where you're coming from, because if you break the world record and you hold that record
multiple times,
but
multiple
the
records
only
as well.
Slight rebuttal I would say to that is repetitively Michael Jordan kept it up over a longer period, which is why I'd probably still put him over Bolt. But don't get me wrong, that is a very strong argument. That is a very strong argument.
Yeah, dudes. All right, we've got our last call of the evening. Definitely last, but definitely not least. Mr. Sabitzer. Man, like Rams. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. How you lot doing? Doing?
Yeah, not too bad, brother. Not too bad.
Good, man.
I was hoping Matt would stay on because I got a question for all three of you, but it's all right.
Save it for Matt. Save it. Keep it in the chamber.
Yeah, I got it saved. But yeah, you guys are talking about Coutinho. I think Matt started the whole Coutinho conversation. Yeah, and now you was man talking about girls and how you're saying, and I'm with Cal. We need to forget about Coutinho. We need to forget about him. We don't need him anymore. Like, the guy snaked us. He tried to get a better deal for himself and he fucked up. It's as simple as that. And look, I'm with Cal.
But every time you look at your daughter, you see her now, though, bro.
No, bro. She ate your daughter, though, bro. She ate your daughter. Though. Yeah, you might have raised the child, but she ate yours.
What is that? She lied about the DNA as well. Oh my God. Bro, boy.
Some Maury situation.
Lied about the DNA, you know.
It's Maury.
No, but think of this situation, right? Yeah. I was thinking of a player to sort of like replace Coutinho. Cal would know straight up. It's not Sabitzer. Definitely not Sabitzer.
Today, yeah.
Not today. But if you want like a proper Coutinho replacement, think of this situation, yeah. You got a girl who's got the resources and a man got the resources. They're going to make a business. It's going to be great. And the next thing you know, the guy snaked him out. And the girl had to go. The girl had to go from rags to riches to be where she is, and that kind of player for me would be Dani Olmo. Because the guy got snaked out. Wait. The guy got snaked out of Barcelona. Yeah, the guy was a talent. Everyone knew at Barcelona he was gonna be like he was not like Iniesta, but sort of like in the mold of Pedri, like really, really talented. But got snaked out. Man had to go to Zagreb and do his thing and get a move to Leipzig, and now he's doing his thing on the international stage. And I'm saying the guy would be a perfect Coutinho replacement, even though we don't really need Coutinho. You get what? I think he'll be even better than what we had with Coutinho. And a question for both of you, yeah? In the 2009-10 season, we signed... This is going to bring out so many bad memories. We signed Alberto Aquilani to replace Xabi Alonso.
We did.
So going back in time, yeah, and we can rewrite history. Who would you sign instead of Aquilani? So, in my opinion, I would move Steven Gerrard back to like a box to box and bring in Wesley Sneijder as that number 10. You know, Sneijder, Torres. That would be sauce. And my final question to you two as well, and it's a little bit of a debate between you two. Callum, you need to propose to everyone that Schmeichel is better than Petr Cech, and obviously Drift, you got Petr Cech as well. And the comments can decide a forfeit if you want. The mods.
Cool.
So I've got a back Petr Cech,
and I've got a
Schmeichel.
Yeah. That's all.
By the way, the answer to your question would be Gareth Barry.
You would have got Gareth Barry to replace him.
You would have got Gareth Barry.
You scared me there. I was thinking,
like, what?
All I was thinking to myself is the comments are going to go off. I've still got to back Drifty because he's my boy, but I'm not going to agree with anything he's going to say.
Wait, no, Cal. When he said Gareth Barry, I was like, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're doing.
Thinking we're going to lose all our subscribers.
I can't believe that was even a thing. Oh my god.
And now we chop down now, Rams, bro.
Big up, bro.
All right, big up.
Enough love, brother. Take care. All right, then, Drift. First one.
You know what? I know this might sound like I'm being a little bit left field, and it probably is just in the moment because I'm actually struggling of somebody to think of. But what if we'd have got Milner when Alonso left? Young Milner.
Milner's a shout. I don't know with Milner. I mean, do you know what? Milner's a shout.
Remember young Milner, bro? He was electric, you know.
He was.
I know it was a different position, but he was electric, bro. Because you know he's saying about playing Gerrard a bit deeper, maybe, and I don't know. That's a tough one, though. You know, who we could have got to replace Alonso? Do we have to be realistic?
To an extent, yeah, I reckon so.
The Schneiders are shout still. I wanted Wesley instead of Coutinho.
Yeah, I can see why.
Do you remember that summer when we was linked heavily with Sneijder and then we got Coutinho instead?
Yeah.
You go first. Who would you put?
That's what I'm trying to think. Would we keep the same formation if Gerrard moves back? Would we go 4-4-2 or do you... as I said, I'm a sucker for 4-2-3-1, so I can't even act like I wouldn't do that. If it's hard, man, how do you place Alonso? I mean, Gerrard could have gone back and done that role. Admittedly, he could have. I just can't think. I think it may have to be a Sneijder. Sneijder's a shout. I can't think of anyone at that time who was as hot as Sneijder. I would have definitely added.
I wanted
Sneijder was phenomenal at that point. One of the best in the world. Easily one of the best in the world at that point.
Oh, Cazorla's a shout. Young Cazorla, young Santi. And play Gerrard deeper and play Cazorla. That's a shout, you know.
Santi's a shout. Santi's actually one of my favourite players of this generation, you know.
That is a shout.
And Ben Arthur's another shout.
No, but Ben Arthur under Benitez would have been ridiculous.
Maybe. My Marcos Senna, I'm seeing in the comments. Senna was sick. Senna was sick. Riquelme's another one. Or is Riquelme sort of finished by that time? Trying to sort.
No, here's the one.
Fabregas.
No, here's the one.
Not in 2010.
Bruv, he was still balling out then, bruv.
Not like before.
Bruv, of course he was, but think about it.
Not 2010.
He was
over someone like this. But he was at Barca then, though, innit? So he wasn't going to leave Barca for Liverpool.
No, I think he was still at Arsenal then, you know.
In 2010, are you sure? I'm trying to get my...
I think he was still at Arsenal then. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think he was still at Arsenal 2010.
Oh.
Hey, there you go.
I think that's the answer. Nigel and Shannon. Yeah. Young
20-year-old Thiago. Boom, there you go, innit? Done.
Yeah. Nice and easy. Gerrard stays in his position as well. Playing off Torres.
Position is what it is.
Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Thank you very much, Nigel and Shannon. That's how we end Coppish. No, I'm joking. And then the second question that Rams has debate. So I've got to convince you that Czech's better, and you got to convince me that I've got to convince you that Schmeichel's better than Czech, and vice versa. You've got to convince. Schmeichel, treble-winning team, struck fear into strikers, could score a goal, was almost a pioneer of the long throw and distribution, used to start attacks. One of the biggest kicks we've seen in the game as well, imposing, and he was an absolute leader and mentality monster.
Good argument. By the way, we're not going to do the forfeit thing, but we'll just let the...
No.
All right, Petr Cech. I got one thing to just rattle your brain from the beginning, and that was his save against Dirk Kuyt, where it didn't even look humanly possible. I'm sure you lot remember that Liverpool versus Chelsea. Dirk Kuyt, top corner. He turned into Kal-El. Like, I don't know how he did that. That was some Superman shit, yeah? That was different level. This man fractured his skull and had to recover mentally as well as physically, and still came back. And if I'm being honest with you, rocked the hell out that head guard. He actually looked real good in it. You know what I'm saying? For a tall goalkeeper, like he was saying about Donnarumma, the man could get to the bottom corner real easy. For a man as tall as him, it shouldn't have been possible. Do you know what I'm saying? And he kind of is why Chelsea became who they are. Let's keep it real. The dominance of Man United stopped with the signing of Robben, Drogba, and Cech, in my opinion. So I think Cech is an absolute legend. Plus, he did an inside man job on Arsenal. You've always got to congratulate that.
Yeah, they're two of the greatest Premier League goalkeepers. Two of the greatest goalkeepers of all time. They're in the conversation. Like I think it's disingenuous to just say the Premier League. Cech and Schmeichel are two of the greatest keepers of all time.
I think a lot of people remember, and this is what's weird.
We remember the Cech after the injury.
Peter Schmeichel will always be remembered for Man United, even though he went to Aston Villa and Man City afterwards. Whereas for some reason, people only want to remember Cech at Arsenal. It's weird, isn't it?
Also Denmark, though.
Oh, yeah, I get... No, but, bruv, I think Cech for Cech. Like, remember, like...
He was, but didn't Denmark win the Euros with Schmeichel?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Like, that's big.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say...
sorry.
Oh, it's the replacement for...
Silva pulling strings behind Fernando.
But you want to know what, though, bro? As much as I do adore David Silva, I'm still torn about young Thiago or Silva, though. I'm still torn, bro. I'm still torn. No, do you know what? I actually think that young Yaya wasn't the player he was when he matured and went to City, you know? I don't.
Yes, but imagine him maturing next to Gerrard. Let them have their fun. Sorry. A midfield of Mascherano, Yaya, and Gerrard is crazy.
With Torres up front.
You cannot outstrength them. You cannot outrun them. And you cannot out-tech them.
That would be peak still.
That is impregnable.
That is peak. That is peak.
Oh my! I think I may go Yaya. You know, just that blend of Yaya and Gerrard. Bro, you
We're
couldn't
out
even.
of time though, isn't it? So it is what it is, bro.
Bro, young Yaya. Crazy. Yaya and Gerrard. With Mascherano.
Yeah,
Not
but bro,
fair.
as I said, if you actually think about Gerrard coming deeper and then Silva's pulling strings, it's just as saucy, bro.
No, you're right, but imagine Yaya coming deeper to let Gerrard go forward, and then imagine Gerrard going deeper to let Yaya go forward.
Well, imagine Thiago at Liverpool. He doesn't even get those injuries.
No, all right, but imagine Yaya. Imagine 88th minute, we're holding on to a 1-0 lead, and Yaya picks up the ball on the edge of the area, on our area, and just drives,
Yeah, but
and then you know what the end result's going to be.
Thiago wouldn't need to drive. He'd just ping the pass to Torres or Gerrard and they'd just finish it off.
I know, but Yaya's more fun that way, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
more fun seeing man
basically,
chasing
you want
this.
Hulk smash, basically. Innit?
Yeah, I do. Yaya, you know. Yaya, man. Such a shame he was a Citizen, man. Yaya. Jeez. I used to see man just pick up the ball and just sprint with it.
Yeah, but he did it against Aston Villa to win the game when we needed them to drop
And
points.
Delph couldn't do a thing, bro.
I know.
Delph couldn't do a thing about it,
Ooh,
bro.
you know what? Essien is a shout. Peak Essien.
Was he peak in 2010 though?
Yeah, he probably still.
I don't think he
sure
was.
It was a little after that he got the injury. I'm sure it was.
I don't think he was, because remember he started playing right back now and again for Chelsea as well. He wasn't the same.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right. I'm sure he was still peaking, but you might be right. Boy,
It's either Thiago or Yaya.
Or Silva. I think all three of them are a great shout.
Yeah, but I'm happy enough with Gerrard playing as a 10 still. Because even though he's not going to get as many assists as Silva, he'll get more goals.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, we leave it up to you people. Young Thiago or young Yaya Toure to replace Xabi Alonso when he left? Question's yours. My people, absolutely pleasure doing this show. We are going to be back tomorrow for the watch along for the friendly again. So make sure you tune into that. Obviously, go check out LFC Day Trippers first with Conroy, Daz, and all the boys over there. And then after they've done their bit, come back over here, check us out for the watch along. And we're going to really look forward to that game. It's be interesting to see who Klopp plays. I think Kelleher's going to be playing in that game.
Yeah, he is.
So should be fun. But people, as always, Drift, anything you want to say before we take them out?
Nah, man. You've had us for 3 hours. It's been a pleasure. Big up everyone who jumped on. Some brilliant questions, jokes all round. Nah, man. I've loved it tonight, man. It was good, man.
Indeed. Enough love to everyone. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. We're Coppish from out, people. Take care.
Hey.